Okay, now it should be working. Keep your hands and keep your chin tucked is the one that only goes with the shadow in the front, and I think it's working now because the link now should be. Is it the same one? This better be a different one, bro. This better be a different one. Like I'm not gonna keep doing this shit, bro. I'm not gonna keep doing this, bro. This is ridiculous, bro. It's frustrating as all hell. It should be better now. It should be better now. Did I end the other one? There you go, brother. Whoa. Hold on.
Yo, man. I know if you don't want to, if you don't want me here, man, I mean, just say so, man.
Oh, my bad. I don't know what happened. Hold on. Something, there's a background on here.
No, that was me. I had you on my loudspeakers.
Okay. Damn, bro. Oh, my goodness.
Well, it was an old link. That's what I was thinking, or a corrupted link.
Hold on 1 second. Yo.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing? I know you was trying to click the link too. So what's going on, man? Finally, I got this shit working, bro. Finally.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I've been watching a few channels and I keep seeing this HLD guy, man. Like he don't.
I got a fan, bro. Look at this. I got a fan.
Yeah, you got a fan in me, man. Like you don't understand what real is, man. It seems like you like fake shit. It seems like that.
What, like you? Like you, bro? Like you?
It's anything that's fake. You
like you?
Teofimo,
like you?
Teofimo, I give him some of the best credit, man. He fought some good guys. I don't care what happened.
He's fought the best guys. What has your favorite fighter done? Tell me.
Can I talk?
No, bro.
Man,
you came up here for smoke, apparently, not to have a conversation. So, hey, man. Either you tie up your boots.
Stop eating.
Yo, get going, bro.
Stop eating T.O. dick, nigga.
Yo, man, who's your favorite fighter? Who's your favorite fighter? Who's your favorite? Hey, did T.O. hurt your feelings? Did T.O. hurt your feelings? Did T.O. hurt your pussy ass feelings, bro? Did T.O. hurt your feelings? Yo, Rich to eat dick. Hey, did T.O. hurt your feelings?
He ducked. Look.
Hey, did T.O. hurt your feelings?
He ducked Keyshawn, and he got beat.
Keyshawn ain't nobody, but T.O. already whooped him in prime, bro. Ain't nothing to duck. Bro, that was about to get smoked on Saturday. That fraud. What else you got? What else you got? Oh, T.O. hurt your feelings. Yo, did T.O. hurt your feelings, bro? Hey, did T.O. hurt your feelings?
You a dick.
Did he make you cry?
Get the fuck off.
Hey, did he make you cry? Did he make you cry?
Stop eating dick.
He said what? What did T.O. say that hurt your feelings,
bro? Stop eating dick.
Hold on. Wait. Before we go on, hey, Rich, first off, thanks for being here, bro. I appreciate you. What? So I can understand what's going on.
I don't know. He's just hurt.
No. That's what I'm asking. Let me ask him, HOD. Before y'all start going crazy, what happened with HOD? Like you've seen him others?
I just keep seeing like people don't understand real. A man could sit there and say he want to fight, then all of a sudden pull out a fight saying
like Boots. You mean like Boots?
So he could.
You mean like Boots?
He could say all types of stuff. And
hey, you mean like Boots?
Just ride his dick.
Hey, you mean like Boots?
Like he could at least.
Yo, like Boots?
My man ain't
like Puss in Boots?
He could say that.
Like Puss in Boots? Like the Philly fried Puss in Boots?
You ain't gotta ride the man.
Hey, that's like Puss in Boots?
Like get off his dick, man.
Yo, get off of Boots' dick, bro. He turned out to be pussy, bro.
Nigga don't even know you.
Yo, Boots turned out to be pussy, bro.
Nigga a faggot, man.
Hey, Boots turned out to be pussy, bro. Is that your hero?
Nah,
man. You see how you sidestep Puss in Boots?
You a faggot.
Yo, you a fag, bro. You just found out that pussy and you still think he's bad.
You half gay. Just say you half gay.
Bro, you Puss in Boots. You Puss in Boots. Hey, is Tank Davis your favorite fighter?
You half gay.
Hey, you mean like Tank holding a purse?
Man, you half gay.
Like Tank holding a purse?
You half gay.
Like Tank holding a purse?
Hold up. So I want to make sure, because I don't want it to just be like this all crazy.
Well, he's just up here because he's hating because his favorite fighters are what?
well, let me
you half gay, man.
let me ask you. Let me ask you.
Gay.
I'm trying to understand. Hold on. I'm trying to understand where he
Type of
like.
person
So
that say
Rich,
he bisexual.
Yo, Rich, what channels were you talking about that you saw HLD on there talking
I
about
was
crazy?
on one channel. Then I ended up seeing him like yesterday on Punch Drunk, on Drunk, whatever his name is. I'm like, damn, why?
Whatever his name is on his channel.
Look, Punch Drunk, no T.O. Punch Drunk, talk to him, and Punch Drunk can even admit that. Damn, T.O. look crazy. This guy don't even know him. He just a cold faggot.
Hey, don't say nothing about that, Shadow. Nobody needs to know what I know.
I ain't never seen a nigga that dick ride somebody like that. Like you dick ride a person you don't even know.
Hey, like Puss in Boots.
You a faggot, man.
Like Puss in Boots, Rich.
You a faggot. Boots not my fighter.
Hey, you're a bitch because you fucking bought her by T.O.
Man,
you pussy.
You's a faggot,
you
man.
got her by T.O. You pussy.
Man. You have
pussy of a man crying over some other man's words. You're a bitch. Is that where you come from, bro? What part are you from, bro? Y'all bitches over there hurt by another man's feelings?
Man, you bisexual, man.
You're a pussy, bro.
Get his dick out.
You hurt because Tio said this and Tio said that.
No, I'm not. Why I be hurt?
Pussy, bro.
He lost to Cambosis.
You pussy, bro. You pussy, bro. Who's your guy? Devin Haney. Hey, is Devin Haney your guy?
All right, look. All right, let's talk about Keyshawn there for a second.
This guy just came up just for that. He didn't come for anything else.
You gay, man.
HOD, hold on. I'm not agreeing with him, but I am saying this, HOD. You know damn well people don't like T.O. for the.
I know. Who cares?
You half gay, man.
So
you're half bitch, bro.
you half
bitch, bro. You fucking hurt because T.O. said he called you. What did T.O. call you, man? Because the whole community think it was.
That nigga ate dick so hard, man. Like,
oh, bro, you pussy, bro. And every one of your fighters the same way, bro.
That nigga
ass gay. Yo, man, no, everybody knows what you about with the DLs, bro. That runs in your community.
Hey,
DL. I'm DL.
Hey, all I'm saying is, man, I ain't got no.
All under DL. You know that,
bro. T.O. a hell of a fighter, but all that dick riding that this guy do. It's unnecessary, man.
And what? And you're the correction officer for that? Hey, Rich, and you the correction officer for that?
Hold on 1 second. Hey, more. Don't, bro. Don't be doing the racial shit, brother. It's all right to say you don't like a fight or whatever. I don't let the Latinos do it. I don't let the black people do it, bro. We don't gotta do that here, bro. We don't gotta get like that. I don't understand.
Hey, you the one who brought that racist shit to this shit.
I ain't bring nothing racist.
Hey, no, man, go look at the chat, but you were crying about racism and shit.
I brought the
victim mentality, hoe.
Because that's what you is.
Victim mentality, hoe.
That's what you is. I brought
victim mentality, hoe.
You a dick rider, man.
Yeah, and you're a victim mentality, hoe.
Now you good. Now you good, more. No, you good. I just do that. Hold on. Let me make it clear. The reason why I do that, I have my own first of all, I don't like doing it, bro, because I just don't think I don't think like that. I know boxing is tribal. I get it, bro. It's tribal. But at the end of the day, I feel like it shouldn't be so serious where we start making derogatory comments about each other's race.
Well, look at this guy, bro. He's hating because somebody supports T.O.
No. He made it specifically clear that it's T.O. that basically you don't criticize.
No, he hates that anybody supports T.O.
Like I say again, T.O. a hell of a fighter. I like him, but you do too much dick riding, man.
No, you like T.O. but what? You said you like T.O. but what?
You gotta understand
what you like T.O. but what?
You gotta understand.
Finish the statement, Rich.
I'll be right back.
I'll be right back. As a fighter.
Rich, finish the statement.
Faggot.
Finish the statement. You like T.O. but what?
I like him as a fighter, you faggot. But I'm gonna mix when someone's a duck. If my favorite fighter duck or something like that, I'm gonna mix
again.
Faggot.
That's what I'm gonna do. But you can't because you know you look like a bitch.
You faggot bitch.
Yo, you like T.O. but what?
I'm not gonna dick ride somebody.
Yo, you like T.O. but what?
That could be my brother. That could be someone close to me. I'm gonna let
your brother ain't nobody close to you, bro.
I'm gonna let him know what's wrong from right. You faggot. You faggot.
You like T.O. but what? You didn't finish the statement. You finish the statement, Rich.
Yeah, you faggot.
Yo, Rich, finish the statement. Be a man, finish it. You like T.O. but what?
Man, use the faggot.
Again, you can't finish the statement, can you?
I just said I like Teal, but I'm not going to agree with the ducking. You faggot, like you is. You faggot.
What? Like Boots duck? Like Boots duck?
He keeps saying Boots. I don't give a fuck.
You got 20 million on the table.
You fucking duck. You keep bringing up the next person. Talk about what
you can't call Boots a duck.
Faggot.
You can't call Boots a duck.
Faggot.
Man, get off your bullshit with your uncoached shit. You won't call Boots a duck.
Faggot. Like I ain't never heard a faggot. He bring up another person, man.
Hey, if you're biased,
hold on, bro. Because people are gonna just leave, and I'm
just saying, if he's unbiased, right? Like you said, is Boots a duck?
No, all right. How about this?
Let me answer this question.
Let me speak on the whole Boots thing, and I'll just give you straight up. I think Boots, clearly, in my opinion, like first off, Rich, I don't know how long you've been watching me for, but I've been a Boots fan since day one. I fuck with Boots, right?
Right.
But you know, it's apparent to me, and you know what? And I'm kind of not glad that y'all doing this, but I'm glad that this was brought up because I feel like I don't blame a lot of people, but I feel like if we are fans, right, and we watch certain channels, I feel like certain people they believe things without actually looking into it, right? So, and I'm not accusing you of this. I'm seeing a lot of channels right now going around making it seem like Boots, like T.O. did not want to fight Boots, and this is very clear. This is what I don't understand. All right, so Turkey's paying for these fights. Okay, so when it comes to Rehad or anything like that, we all know that Turkey is the man with the money. Okay, before Boots fought Stanionis, and before T.O. fought Barboza, and before Ryan fought Rolly, and Devin was gonna fight Ramirez on the May 2nd card, right? You do know that Turkey is the owner of Ring Magazine. He's the man with the money. He made it clear on multiple occasions, right, that right here he says and this was months ago. Turk Al-Sheikh has declared he wants to make Teofimo Lopez versus Jerron Boots Ennis in October on the same card as the Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney rematch, right? So then that was back then. Also back then around the same time, and I'm just trying to give you my perspective of everything. Around that time, Boots had the rematch with Karen, right? Yeah. So Boots, after that fight with Karen, you know, I thought he was gonna knock Karen out. It is what it is. I think Karen is a better fighter than what people give him credit for. But anyway, at the end of the fight, Boots said, I want to move up. No, he said, I think it's time for me to move up to 154. About a week or two later, I don't know how long ago after that HOD it was, but that's when the Virgil Ortiz had a fight. That came up. They offered him Virgil. Then he said, no, I want to
you want to get the belt. You want to get the belt.
Right. I want to get the belt, right? And so people were like, okay, that's understandable because Virgil is at 154, Boots is at 147. But what I'm trying to say is the reason why that was even offered in the first place is because when they were both at 147, they were both mentioning each other's names, and Boots had just got done saying he wants to go to 154, but that's here nor there. He gets a pass for that. He fights Stanionis. He gets the belt. He unifies. It was then brought to the table again after the May 2nd card. It was made apparent that T.O. was offered $11 million to fight Boots, and these people are going around making it seem like this shit didn't happen. And I'm like, yo, whether you like T.O. or you don't like T.O., this is what happened, bro. That's what happened.
All right, so can I say this, right?
All right, go ahead.
It's the second offer for T.O. because Top Rank made the offer before Stanionis.
Can I say this, right? All right, like I said, I think Boots should have took that fight just to beat him up. I think he should have took it, but we already heard Boots say that he want to grab all the belts. So it's really, so I guess in his mind, I'm talking about his mind, he looking at it like, damn, why I'm gonna fight this guy when I can make a couple other fights, you know what I'm saying, the same way, but he want to get them belts. So I think he really waiting on Brian Norman Jr. If he ain't waiting on Brian Norman Jr. after this shit, or he don't get that fight, or they don't try to make an attempt, then I can say he a duck on T.O. But I think that's what that's what I really think he's waiting on. I'm not going to criticize him because T.O. going to move all the way up to 147.
He's moving up to 154, bro.
T.O. don't even want to fight at 147.
He's going to 154.
147.
He's going to 154, and he's going to fight a nobody.
Okay. That's what, if he do that, then he do that. But what I'm saying right now is if he don't fight Brian Norman Jr.
He ain't fighting Brian Norman.
If he listen to what I'm saying, Brian Norman fight next month, or I think later on this month, next month.
2 weeks.
All right, so if he don't fight Brian Norman Jr. or try to make an offer or none of that shit right after that fight, then I would call him a duck.
Let me tell you this: he's not going to make more money versus Brian Norman than what Turkey offered for this fight.
I mean, you can't go. The man chasing legacy. He already said he wants the belt, so I'm not going to get mad at him for saying that. That's what he came out of his mouth. We never heard him come out of his mouth say.
That's just the way to
hold on, HOD. So, Rich, I hear you. So here goes the issue that now, mind you, I want to make it clear, bro. Like, I'm a Boots fan, bro. Like, I've always liked Boots, bro. So when that whole beef with Crawford and shit and everything was like, I always gave the dude the benefit of the doubt. But let me ask you a question right here, right? And this is just as a fan.
Yeah.
If he's over when he turned down the Virgil Ortiz fight, which is understandable, he said, I want to unify, right? I understand that. He's at 147. He's doing 147 shit, right?
Right.
Tio says he wants to fight him, but it's right. And now he's saying, I want to go undisputed, but both champions got fights lined up, and we know in boxing nothing's guaranteed, right? So
nothing at all.
Virgil Ortiz beat Madrimov, right? Now Virgil Ortiz, what is it? HOD is the hands or his elbow, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. Virgil Ortiz.
Oh, he just had surgery for his right hand.
Okay, so his right hand. So he beat Madrimov, and he got surgery for his hand. I don't know how long he's going to be out for. So point being is this: Tio would have been the best person on his resume, regardless.
Tio would have been the best person right now for him to fight because I think he
for $11 million
as a tune-up and to get
no. Boots was getting 20.
So
I'm glad he admitted. No, that's my whole point. I just wanted to see where his head was at.
That's how I would look at it. But you can't go against that man's word. You never heard him call out Tio. You never heard him say that he fighting for the money or none of that stuff. All you heard was he keeps saying that he want them belts. That's all you keep hearing him say.
He knew from the get. He knew for over 6 months ago that he's on the table to fight Tio. That's what Eddie Hearn is delivering to Turkey.
6 months ago, you heard other people talking about Tio.
No. I'm telling you,
every time you heard.
Stop capping. That's by Turkey. That's why Eddie Hearn paraded Boots, and this is twice that he's turned down Turkey's fights.
Every time you heard from Boots talk, Boots always would say this: "I'm only looking what's in front of me right now," and he always say, "I'm trying to get them belts." You never heard
Eddie Hearn had him
say nothing.
Eddie Hearn. Where's that picture with Eddie Hearn and Boots? Eddie Hearn paraded Boots for that. Stop playing.
All right, so he never. Brian.
You just want to open so many other doors so you could escape from what you got to be doing. He met Turkey for a promise that he's going to be delivered to fight on his card. And when the money came, he's quacked once, but now twice. Virgil Ortiz was too big, and now Tio's too small.
So HOD, let me ask you a question, HOD. So how and I already know where this is going to go, but I already know your answer, but I've always been curious. How come when Keyshawn Davis, who was at 135, said he wanted to fight Tio when they were beefing over the whole fight, why you think Tio never jumped on that?
Where's the contract? You guys understand business? Where's the money at? Who's paying for that fight?
Isn't Tio the A side though?
Who's paying for the fight?
Listen, man.
Promoters gotta say, "Hey, I'm willing to pay both you guys this much."
And this is when I come in at, right? They both was on top rank. Why nothing never happened over there?
Who's the promoter who's got to put the money on the table?
Why nothing never happened?
Again, bro, do you know how fights are made? Do you know how fights are made?
Why Tio ain't pushed?
Where's the money at? Where's the money at?
Where's the money at?
Where's the money at? That's how fights are made. Turkey put the money on the table.
I'll be right back. Somebody's at my door. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. Turkey put money on the table for Boots. That's a real offer. That's a contract.
Turkey put money on the boost for Devin. I mean, on the fight for Devin. Turkey told Tio straight up, man. Keyshawn right here. Tio don't
want no smoke. Oh, you gonna believe Keyshawn making that story up?
Y'all are crazy on this
Hey,
shit.
the Keyshawn who sent himself bananas and watermelons to create a fucking buzz and blame a man and then some mental shit. You really got Keyshawn?
Hey, listen, it's clearly that T.O. don't want to fight, and if he do want to fight, he want to fight a lose-lose situation.
Bro, man, your man just Keyshawn Davis became a champion fighting Adonai Lomachenko. The fuck you talking about?
That's why he calling out Terrence Crawford at 154, 160, and all this outrageous ass shit. That's why he calling out Boots and all that stuff. Because he
that's a contract, you dumb fuck. You ignoramus. Yo, you must have GED education.
Hey, look. If
you got GED education.
Hey, listen. If he do fight them guys, it's a
GED night school. Is it night school?
Guys, it's a
is it night school
situation.
Is it night school?
Come on, man.
Is it night school that you went through?
Man, stop.
Where's the contract?
You just sound even more gay, man.
Where's the contract? Where's the contract?
You just sound gay,
Where's the
man. You don't even know that guy. What you gonna do?
Diddy fuck? You diddy fuck? Where's the contract?
What you gonna do if you see him?
Yo, you diddy fuck? Where's the contract?
What you gonna do if you see T.O.?
Where's the contract? Yo, Diddy, where's the contract?
What you gonna do?
Yo, Diddy, where's the contract? Where's the contract, Diddy?
What you gonna do if you see T.O.?
Where's the contract, Diddy?
Man, what you gonna do if you see T.O.? That's the question.
Dap it up. Normal as always.
Nah, you gonna dap it up?
Nothing, bro.
You fucking faggot.
Who do you know?
You fucking
naughty boy. You're my fan.
Naughty boy.
Hey, you're my fan. Yo, this guy is like my number one fan. I got Rich.
You fucking naughty boy.
Diddy.
You fucking naughty boy.
Oh, my man, you gay as fuck. You following men and you're in here. Look at he's emotional. The man is going around channels emotional because HLG is on a panel.
Man, what you gonna do if you see T.O.? That's the $1 million.
What you gonna do when you see who's your favorite fighter, man? Is it Devin? Is it Devin? Is it Devin, Rich?
What you gonna do?
Hey, Devin,
But this is another question I want to ask you, Shaq.
You ask so many questions.
Let him ask me. Go ahead.
You can ask him.
So you don't think when he calling out Terrence Crawford at 154, 160 and shit like that, you don't think that even though he would take the fight, because I don't doubt that he wouldn't, right? You don't think he just know it's a lose-lose situation? It's like it's another thing when Mikey Garcia was supposed to fight Lomachenko, right? And he ducked that shit and went up to Earl Spence because he know if he lose to Earl Spence, it won't be as bad as if he lose to someone that's in this competition.
Yeah, like Boots.
So you don't think?
Let me answer his question. So I think, look, man, I've always been brutally honest with T.O. T.O. is one of my favorite fighters, hands down. It's not a secret, but I honestly think that T.O. is I've always said he acts very weird, and if you ever notice, like when he gets to like fight time and stuff like that, like the week of the fight, he starts saying random, like for instance, the fight that he just had. You know, he starts putting on the mask and doing all the crazy stuff.
Right.
I like
that's promotion.
HOD, he's asking me, okay? He's asking me. I'm telling you what I think. Now, what it is and what I think could be different. But I'm telling you, I'm always brutally honest when it comes to T.O. I think that T.O. is I think he's misunderstood, but I do think he will fight these guys. But I also think that, yes, I agree with you. I think he does make call outs that benefit him at a time where he could take, like, for instance, HOD is going to disagree. I don't think T.O. wants to fight Keyshawn. I don't think he wants to fight Keyshawn. I think Keyshawn is a bad matchup for T.O. I'm very open about that. So, but I do think T.O. is not afraid of any fighter. Like with Devin, this whole Devin thing, I think that's being out of proportion too. Let me see where your head is at on this, Rich. Right. How did you feel about Devin Haney's performance versus Jose Ramirez?
Oh man, I always say this shit about him, man. Like, it's, you know how Shakur came in there. Shakur came in there with his hand already hurt, right? Mm-hmm. So Shakur came in there with his hand hurt, fighting like that. Devin didn't even feel a punch, and he started acting like that. So that's like kind of like some, like so he already came in there like this. Look, I'm not going to even get touched by this guy. I'm not going to So I feel like that was a bitch ass move. You know what I'm
And
saying?
look, how about this? How about this? How about this? I said this yesterday, and I don't know how many people picked up on this because
Right.
people come at me sometimes because they know that I fuck with T.O. So they're like, oh, you just hating on Devin, and I'm like, all right, well, let me put it to you like this. I'm gonna tell you the
Right.
reason why I have the issue that I have with Devin. Number
Right.
one is
He trash.
Number one is this. When you look at the difference between Shakur and Devin, Shakur's last fight, he was going to fight Kid Austin, right? Now, Kid Austin, whatever happened with that happened. But around that time, right? Who was it? Showbiz, I think it was HOD. They had the fighters take the grip test, right? The grip test.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah, I remember that.
Right, and he had the grip of like it was like he was in the range of
17-year-old
like
boy.
like a 13-year-old boy, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he was
like
having like you said, he was having hand problems, right? So
right.
when Kid Austin got taken out the mix, and with 24 hours left, an electrician came in, right? A dude that is an electrician from 9 to 5.
Right.
Shakur knew, like, I gotta stop him. I'm a 3-division champion. The longer this fight goes, the bad it looks on me, right? And he,
Right.
even with the hurt hand, he attempted and stopped the guy. The
Right.
difference is, if that was Devin Haney, Devin wouldn't have cared. Devin would have went in there and still did what he did and said, "Fuck everybody, I don't care what you care. I got the W." And then the people that be meat riding for him will go around and say, "That is the art. That is the art." That's the difference. Shakur at least tries. Shakur tries.
That's why I was gonna pick up that. Like, it seemed like that he came in there already knowing what the fuck he was gonna do. Just like with Jamel Charlo and Canelo. Jamel Charlo came in there trying to survive. Just like it's another fight that I want to say. But it's like Devin already knew what the fuck he was gonna do. I understand that he got the win, but come on, man, nobody don't want to see that shit. Nobody wanted to see that Shakur shit, but it was the reason why Shakur did it. So I don't got fault for him for doing that. You know what I'm saying?
And look.
That's logical sense.
It's better than pulling out the fight. You know what I'm saying?
And on top of that, when Shakur had his fight before the one that he just had, when he fought in Jersey and everyone walked out, right? I was even getting on him with that, but when I go back and I look at that fight, Shakur was trying against Artem. He just couldn't put him away. But see, the difference
and then another thing,
with the exception of the De Los Santos.
Right.
And who was the other guy? Nakatilia, the one that Abdullah Mason.
Nakatilia, the one that Abdullah Mason fighting.
Those 2 fights,
beat him.
Shakur was acting real scary, but those other fights, he's actually trying. In my eyes, if that was Devin, that would have fought the electrician. He would have did the same shit.
That's what I was about to say. Shakur started acting scary after he felt one of those punches. Devin didn't even fucking feel a punch, and he came inside that bitch acting like that. That's
okay. So with that being said, look. This is why. Hold on. This is why I'm going here. Because I know how you feel about T.O. or what you've been saying. So now, with this whole thing that happened, we just talked about the Boots situation, right? People are going around trying to make it seem like T.O. is actually scared. Nobody's scared of Devin, bro.
I don't think none of these fighters that's in the same weight class is scared of each other. I think they probably a little timid, or they probably don't want to lose or lose something on their record or something like that. But I don't think they scared of each other, like scared to go in there with each other. I don't think none of them.
I think with T.O. I think with T.O., bro, T.O. was offered how much? $11 million to fight Boots, and the Turk is upset. Anybody would be upset because it's the principle of the thing. I pay you money, and then you come in on the May 2nd card, and Jose Ramirez was given to Devin on a silver platter, bro. Stylistically, I had Devin Haney knocking that man out. I said that. I said, yo, he's gonna do another pro grade performance. He's faster than him. He's younger than him. He's in better shape than him. I feel like Devin got better ring IQ. He's got a better jab than him. Jose Ramirez has to come forward. He's got to set his feet. He can't fight going backwards. I said Devin's too quick. And then Devin goes in there and fights like the way he does. So now, even
if you didn't predict that, Shadow, even if you didn't predict that, if you just turn on the TV that night, and you turn on the TV and you see that fight, without predicting, not knowing, you say, what the fuck is this guy doing? That's what you're going to say.
Yeah,
I feel like he didn't even get touched and he started acting like that. And I feel like it's a difference between a nigga. Let's just say Crawford are going there fighting his hardest against Canelo, then he get punched with something serious in the 8th round, and then he start doing that. Then we already know. Damn, he felt that power shit. But if you coming in,
he's predicting exactly what's going to happen.
If you coming in doing that from the beginning, then that's not.
Yo, Rich, what's your beef with me, Rich?
That's just that's like the
you seem like you got logical sense. So what's your beef with me, bro?
My beef with you is, man. I'm
listening to him, right? He's making sense of all the shit he's saying. So what's your beef with me, bro?
You don't admit to nothing that T.O. do wrong. Everything that T.O. do is right.
What did T.O. do wrong?
It's not right. The fight.
What did T.O. do wrong? Ask the question. Simple. What did T.O. do wrong?
First of all, the Devin Haney fight. You supposed to be like this. It should be no reason why T.O. turn that shit down.
That's not true. We just spoke about why I don't want to ever see Devin Haney again. Now, if Devin Haney would have murked, let me get this. If Devin Haney would have murked Ramirez, I would be intrigued to want to. But right after that fight on May 2nd, was anybody saying I want to see T.O. and Devin Haney?
Man, at the end of the day,
no, my man, you can't skip out where I'm at.
I'm talking. At the end.
But answer my question. Was anybody saying T.O. and Devin after May 2nd?
I want to see them fight. I want to see him fight.
No, man. This is what I'm saying. I'll answer your questions, bro. But you gotta answer mine.
I want to see another person that he supposedly dug. I want to see.
Nah, bro. This is why I can have conversations with you like this, bro.
I want to see him fight everybody that's in
the people gotta put money on the table.
I don't want to see him.
People gotta put money on the table.
I don't want to see him go up there.
But you want to see him with reality is two different things.
A bigger
Rich, what you want
knowing that he
and what the business man is delivering is two different things. Now, I just asked a simple question. At the night of May 2nd, after we saw what happened, was anybody saying, "Oh, I want to see Devin and T.O."?
I mean, come
on, answer it. Yes or no?
Listen, at the end of the day,
you see what I mean?
Can I talk?
Can you hear me, Shadow?
Can I talk?
I'm asking you a simple question.
Can I talk? I want to
answer it, bro, because you're not going to do it.
Let him answer it.
Answer the question.
Just keep talking, man. I want to see them fight. I want to see all these fighters fight. I'm a boxer fan. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't want to see a guy. They two been going at it since 2019, damn near 18.
The answer is no. Nobody was saying T.O. and Devin.
135 to 147. I want to see them settle that.
Again, the answer was no. Nobody was saying T.O. and Devin after May 2nd. After we saw that bitch-ass fool running around, nobody said, "Oh, we got to see now T.O. and Devin." Nobody.
All right, man.
Everybody wants that motherfucker to retire.
So you basically saying you don't want to see Devin fight nobody. So he should just retire. I want to see these niggas fight. I don't know about I personally want to see people fight. I don't care about.
My bad. I don't mean to cut you off. Who is Matias fighting? Playo, right?
Man, that's a good fight. That's a good fight right there.
Now, nobody was saying that fight for T.O. and Devin after May 2nd. Everybody wanted Devin to fucking retire, bro. You're damaged goods. PTSD is real. Retire, son.
I don't think he damaged goods. I think that he was scared to come in there and engage, and I think that he wanted to fight Ryan. That was on his mind to get that bag, and Turkey made a promise. Because before that fight even happened, Turkey said, I'm making more money than I ever made fighting Ryan on his second fight. So I think that he was trying to secure that bag for that. And I think that he did some pussy shit by doing that. That's all I'm saying. One thing about me, I'm gonna admit the truth, man. But what I want to see is T.O. fight Devin, or T.O. fight anybody at 140, or Devin fight anybody at 140, 147. I don't care. I want to see the fights. I want to see
T.O. versus Antoine, Puello, Matias. Yeah.
I want to see him fight all of them. I don't want to see him keep calling out people that he know it's gonna be a lose-lose situation. They're gonna say, "Oh, he did."
Oh, Rich, I gotta say something to that. Hold on, Rich. Rich. In regards to that, though, I think people got a misunderstanding because T.O. when T.O. was in the WBC tournament with Devin, right? He knew that once Loma got elevated the franchise or got the franchise, he left that tournament, went the IBF route and fought Nakatani and then Richard Comey and then fought Loma. And then even before he fought Kambosos, who was the mandatory, he made it clear, I'm going to 140 to fight Josh Taylor, right? So he made it clear it was about legacy. The only reason why I'm saying that is because before he even fought Loma, he was talking about Loma, Iron Loma. Before he fought Josh Taylor, who was the man at 140, his father was like, we want Taylor, we want. So Tio has a pattern of wanting to go up to the issue I have with Tio as a person that fucks with him and goes for him in fights is I feel like he picks and chooses. Like, okay, well, I want to go up and do it like this, but you got other people in your division. That's always been my issue with him. But I understand what he's trying to do. He's trying to conquer another division and get another division under his belt. But still, I'm with some of the people in the comments. Like, instead of just going straight for Boots, why don't you go for, Antoine or something like that? But the difference is, you got Turkey. Turkey said he wanted the Boots fight, though. This is the difference. This is why I back to you in this situation, because when Boots, I know people are like, oh, he's crazy for calling out Boots. It's a lose-lose. Yeah, but Turkey wanted that, bro. Turkey was the one going around.
There's a legit contract. But there's no contract for Antoine. There's no contract for any of these other fighters.
Can I talk? Turkey don't dictate what goes on with Boots. If Boots don't want to do that, Boots is at a 147.
Oh, so then you could do the same.
Wait, can I talk?
So then you could do the same.
If Boots want to fight Brian Norman,
the email champion Boots,
see, I can't even talk. But if he want to fight him, what do Turkey got to say so in that? You know what I'm saying? Boots not under Turkey.
Well, Eddie Hearn. It was more of Eddie Hearn, Rich. It was because
Eddie Hearn brought him over to Turkey and sat on his lap and he took pictures.
Eddie Hearn said this out of his mouth. I would love to make those fights happen, but Boots is chasing for these belts.
Yo, my man,
you gotta respect
Eddie Hearn.
Like I told you before, if Boots don't offer Brian Norman Jr. a contract right after that fight or none of that stuff, and that fight don't happen, man, I'll be the first nigga to say Boots a duck. I ain't you, man. I ain't the HLD. I'm not you.
There's gotta be a contract.
I'll be the first person to say he a duck.
No, there's gotta be a contract.
He's a duck. I would say that. But if he
bro, he already duck Tio. What are you talking about?
You keep saying he duck Tio. How he duck Tio if he keep trying to go for legs?
That's the biggest name on his resume would be Tio with the biggest bag.
He keeps saying a bag. The man keeps saying out his mouth. If that's the case, he would have fought Virgil. I thought he ducked Virgil with two. I seen the fight stand.
He was in a bigger legacy fight because Virgil's never been a champion.
Hey, Shadow Ghost. I was going around saying, man, this nigga Boots scared to fight Virgil. Scared that. But as soon as I seen him fought stand, I said, damn, it makes sense.
My man,
he wants
who's the bigger legacy fight, Virgil or Tio?
You said what? I'd rather see him fight Virgil.
Stop. I asked you. You like to duck questions, bro.
What'd he say?
What's the biggest legacy fight for Boots?
I think Virgil will be
Hold on, Rich. HOD, stop screaming. People can't hear you when you scream, brother. Like, ask the question.
I hear
the question, my man. Ducks.
I would say I think it'd be a bigger legacy fight for Tio if he beat Boots, but I don't think Boots really get nothing like when somebody gets resume. When somebody see Boots fight Tio, they gonna say, yeah, Tio was accomplished, but he brought him up from 140. He was a smaller fighter. I think that's what I think for Boots, his legacy fight. If Virgil get a belt up there, he going up to 154. I think that'd be a nice ass fight. I think that'd be a legacy fight that you would look at 10 years from now and be like this.
Bro, this is a Bill Haney answer.
Virgil.
This is a Bill Haney answer.
Huh?
This is a Bill Haney answer.
That's what?
A Bill Haney answer.
How that's a Bill Haney answer?
You're going around in circles, bro, and you don't get to the point.
I said Virgil is a better fight.
Legacy fight.
Going up to 154 fight instead of pulling up a nigga. That's like saying who's a better fight. Who's a better fight? Mikey Garcia or Terrence Crawford? Mikey Garcia had all those accomplishments, but he went up. Who gives a fuck? That's not a bigger accomplishment for Earl Spence.
Tio is a bigger name than anybody else.
Like, you don't even look at that as really of a big of an accomplishment. The guy moving up and he just want to get some money. Come on,
so you're saying Virgil Ortiz was not a champion?
Virgil is a way better accomplishment.
I think if
I think if
you said Boots is about legacy. Is Virgil a legacy fight?
Boots already said out his mouth that he want belts, man. How many times we got? How many times do we got? How many times do he have to say that for somebody to understand it?
What belt is with Virgil? He's not a champion.
That's why I just said I think Virgil will be a legacy fight if he get a belt. I don't think
it's not. So there's no legacy fight.
Man, this guy don't understand. I don't think
the legacy fight is the two-time lineal actual champion, not an email champion like Boots is, trying to collect email belts.
Okay, man. Okay, man.
Tio's been on the power list.
Hey, look. If Boots fight Devin Haney right now.
Hey, Rich, hold on a second, Rich. Hold on, Rich. I gotta answer a question. Hey, yo, paid in full. If I drop the link, you're not doing none of the. I'm just asking, bro.
You gotta verify him like you do to everybody else, Shadow.
Huh?
You gotta verify him, man. Like you say, yeah, let me see, bro. Who you?
No, it's all good. I don't care who comes up. It's just something.
No, but you gotta verify. Like you verify me?
I got him. Hold on.
You know, put up the screen, turn on the cam, and that's that.
Yo, you good? I can't hear you, bro. You gotta go up a little bit more.
I'm outside.
Hold on.
Damn, I could barely hear him.
Yeah, I could barely hear you. Hold on. Get closer or turn it up.
Yeah, he's outside, bro. You're gonna be hearing wind and shit.
Oh, hold on, HOD.
Yeah.
Yo.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. Yo, what's up, man?
Windy as shit, though.
Nah, you good. I can hear you now. Go ahead, brother. What's up?
Okay, I know that. Yeah, okay.
What's going on? Yeah, you know who I am, Rich.
What's good on? Hey, look, hey, I argue with this man all the time, man. He know why, like I know we like.
Hey, Rich, Russell, you be going around chasing people to argue, man?
Nah.
I normally don't even agree with shit Rich say, but I gotta agree with him on this situation though, for sure.
I'll be right back.
Because I can't understand how can we say that Tio is the biggest. I think he would have been the biggest name that Booth has fought as of yet. But why waste a weight cut for a nigga that ain't got nothing that you really actually want?
Because he's not gonna. He's going to 154. He's done. He ain't gonna wait for nobody. Boots is moving up to 154.
But has he done that yet?
He's not fighting again at 147.
Why wouldn't he fight nobody at 147?
Bro, have you seen Boots' latest video?
Is it on X? Is it on X HOD? I'll pull it up.
No. Somebody interviewed, bro. The dude is bulking up, bro. He's getting ready for 154.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Keep talking. I'll pull that up.
He's bulking up, ready for 154, bro.
I know where that's at. Hold on. Go ahead. Just keep talking. I'll find it.
When he releases those titles, that's when I know for a fact he's moving.
We knew. For an example, we knew that Terrence Crawford was heading for Canelo, even though he held on to that belt that now Xander Zayas is fighting for.
I can't even hear him. My shit probably going in and out.
Is it me or is it you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. My bad. Yeah,
what I'm saying is that just like Crawford, everybody knew that Crawford is going to be fighting Canelo, but he still had the belt at 154. So he held on to it until his last fight, and held on to it for what, almost a year, and then he just let it go. So it doesn't mean that, but we already knew he was going to fight Canelo.
But
here it is, right here. Hold on 1 second. Let me show you. I think you're talking about this right here. Hold on 1 second.
Was it YSM? Maybe it was YSM.
Yeah, it's YSM right here.
Yo, man, look at that, bro. This motherfucker's bulking up. He looks like he's all of 190 right now.
Hey, yo, Boots big as a motherfucker, bro.
So
yeah, he's all of 190, bro.
So if he been playing on 154, how would you say he was ducked on Tio then?
Because he's been on the plate for over 6 months with that plan. That's the plan, and that's the contract offer from the beginning.
Man, Turkey don't run.
I can't say that he a duck from a nigga that never ever fought at 147.
You consider him a champion?
Who?
Boots.
Absolutely, you're a unified champion.
Champion, but did he beat a champion?
Hey, hold on.
He beat a champion. What are you talking about?
Bro, he beat an emo champion like himself.
HOD, hold on a second, bro. Hey, paid in full, bro. Look, man, I fuck with Boots, bro, but my whole thing is this. The same way y'all be like scratching your head, like, why does T.O. want to fight the bigger fighter like Crawford and shit? Like, I'm scratching my head because it's like, I'm looking at Boots, right? And ever since I followed Boots, I remember when like he was at 147 and they're like, yo, we sending out offers. And I remember like I wanted to see the Virgil fight, the Crawford fight, right? I was one of the ones that was like, when all these dudes was like, man, Crawford will stop him in like 2 rounds. I'm like, good, let's see it then. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
when
he
I
took
see
Crawford.
so when I see him unify with Stanionis and he's offered like what I don't know how much. I know Tio was offered 11. I don't know how much. Boots got the belt, so he must have been offered something. And then
He was offered almost $20 million.
All right, so then it's a big bag, right? So this is how I'm looking at it.
Life-changing bag.
So hold on, this is how I'm looking at it. Just let me finish, HOD. Boots is like, if Boots was to announce the fight Tio, 90 to 95% of the boxing community is gonna be like, bruh, this is a mismatch. You know, Boots is orthodox southpaw, got stamina for days, stands in between. I mean, his output was ridiculous against Stanionis, right? So in my mind, it's like, bruh, that's an easy bag. And you got the other champions tied up. Barrios is about to fight Pacquiao. And then you got Brian Norman about to fight this other guy. So it's like, why wouldn't you fight him? And he would be the best person on your resume. That's where I'm scratching my head at, bro.
And the other 2 champions are busy. But what did Eddie Hearn say? That Boots said he's afraid that he may have performance issues. Then give the motherfucking Viagra, bro.
Hey, Shadow.
Yeah.
Hey, I agree with you 100% that he'll be the best fighter on his resume to today. I will always agree with you on that, right? But you also gotta look at what Boots said out of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta look. I feel like Boots should take the fight. I'm with y'all, but I don't think that he's a duck. I feel like he should take the fight. I feel like, man, nigga, that's a tune-up. You can get some fast. Yeah. People would like for you to beat up on T.O. He been talking all that shit. He even got to the point with Bob Earl getting tired.
Yeah, I don't think he's scared. You know what I think it is? I already said what I think. I think, to be honest with you, I think it's similar, and I don't know how you feel. I don't know if I told you this, HOD, but I think certain fighters don't want to fuck with Turkey that much, even though his promoter does.
There's another side to this whole story that I can get to because there's a lot to this.
Hold on. Let me just tell you what I think. Like for instance, this whole Crawford and Canelo thing, right? You see how Turkey, like Canelo, they're really trying to get this shit in rehab after saying that it was going to be in Vegas, right? And then you got Crawford, like he came out and said like Crawford is my favorite fighter, and I get it, like this man is putting up the money and they want to put it in their country, but I could see why some fighters are maybe hesitant, like Tank or Boots.
I think that was part of Boots' problem, bro.
Hey, look, and this is another thing, right? I heard from a source on one of these channels, man. I think a source to Boots. They said Bozy don't like flying out of the country. I heard that.
They didn't want the fight in Saudi. That's when. But let me expand on this, man.
Hey, look. Wait, hold on. Another thing, right? My thing is, so you got. We haven't heard Tio say this out of his mouth, so it might be wrong. It might be right. I never heard him say this out of his mouth. But you got people saying that Tio saying that now he think that Turkey gonna cheat him and all that stuff if he go to.
No, he didn't. He said it in between the lines if you know how to read it.
But that's what. Okay, I don't know. Listen, I'm telling you, I don't know if he said that or that. I'm just saying that's what
I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I know.
Okay, that's what I seen.
This is what I do know.
Wait, hold on. So if you feel that way, so how the fuck did you feel that way if you was gonna fight Boots? Why you didn't feel that way if you was gonna fight?
Stop. Let me finish.
Okay, go.
Like there's a lot of scenarios. Before Tio was okay fighting, that was before Tio called the Excellency a man who's had people killed in Saudi Arabia. He called him a dictator. So yeah, he knows he's on his bad side. Now if you add on, Canelo doesn't want to fight in Saudi Arabia.
HOD, that's Tio's fault for acting.
All right, it doesn't matter whose fault. It's the reality. Now hold on, I pissed this motherfucker off, and I'm gonna go to his country where he's put people in jail for Twitter shit. Where he's, hey, do you remember the news of the reporter that got killed in the Saudi embassy? You remember that news?
Yeah,
years back. Yeah. Guess who was in that building?
Turk. Yeah.
I
was talking about this the other day. Yeah.
Yeah. So hold on. You want me to travel where? After, yeah, it's his fault. I'm not saying it's not, but you gotta be a dumb fuck knowing, yo, this motherfucker, I'm still gonna go over his house. Bro, you gotta be a dumb fuck. You gotta be a dumb fuck.
But at the end of the day, so whoever said that this because we seen Tio say this a week ago. He said, I don't know about the Boots thing. Boots don't want to go to Saudi Arabia. So now when Devin Haney fight come up in Saudi Arabia, now all of a sudden you don't want to fight in Saudi Arabia.
It was in the same conversation, my man. When Tio said that, it was the same conversation with himself.
So that don't even make sense then.
It does, because when he did want to fight Boots, my man, it makes sense if you know how to follow. He wanted to fight Boots before he pissed Turkey off, right?
Man, that guy wanted to fight Crawford.
Yeah, you see what I mean? You want to go, you want to bring your bullshit, but you know you get cornered.
I'm saying that man wanted to fight Terrence Crawford at 154. I don't know what.
Now you're moving the goalpost of the conversation. Rich, you're moving the conversation, bro. Okay, I'm just talking about this, and now you want to bring something else up.
Listen. All I'm trying to say is Tio word is not credible. He say a lot of shit.
Tio wanted to fight Crawford. When Crawford fought Madrimov, Tio was ready to fight. I want to fight next. But guess what happened? Crawford is not taking a tune-up. You know, he's got to finish his cycle before he fucking fights Canelo.
Let me fight Crawford Duck. Let me guess. Crawford Duck Tio too, huh?
No. Crawford has bigger fish to fight. Simple as that.
And that's
Crawford,
the same thing.
I admit that Crawford has why would Crawford risk a bag that's life changing for him? Because Canelo's gonna get 3 times the bag.
Right.
But I get that. At that point, you don't wanna take the tune up at all.
So what you think, Boots? If Boots got bigger fish to fry,
Boots is an email champion.
Tio's a bigger fish than
Boots is a Munguia. He's about to break fucking Mayweather's record with no names on his fucking thing, bro. That's what he is.
So Boots end up putting everything on the line against Brian Norman after the fight, then what you gonna say?
That ain't gonna happen, bro. Did you just see what we just saw on video?
All right, I'm just asking the question, man.
He's not moving up, bro. I mean, he's moving up. He ain't fighting no Norman.
If he try to fight Brian Norman Jr. next, then what? What we gonna
bro,
say?
That's gotta be cat because he's weighing about almost 195 fucking pounds, ready to then drain down to 154.
Hey, Shadow, if Boots try to fight Brian Norman Jr., will you consider him as a duck?
Say that again.
If he try to fight Brian Norman Jr. right after this, would you consider him a duck? Because I would. If he don't, I'd be like that.
You're saying if Boots, you're saying that if Boots after all of this doesn't fight Brian Norman or doesn't fight the winner of Pacquiao and Barrios.
Yeah, you can say the Pacquiao and Barrios too. You can say that.
That's not gonna happen with the Barrios.
No, I'm just saying because one of the reasons he's saying he doesn't want to fight is because he wants to be undisputed, right?
Right.
I'm gonna look at it like this. Yeah, I agree. He should be fighting Brian Norman next. My whole thing is what I was trying to say to Paid in Full is I understand. Look, bro, I know I am very understanding when it comes to Tio. Like I know he say one thing one day and the other thing, and then he contradicts himself. And like I said, the issue I've always had with him is like I know what he's trying to do with legacy wise, but it's also like there's other fights that can be made. But I don't know the business like that. But I can tell you like this: what confuses me with Boots is this. It's the same thing I said with Crawford. Now I'm with you. I don't think like Crawford was like avoiding Tio or anything. He wanted to get the Canelo bag. He's about to end his career and he's earned it. Like he's earned to do whatever he wants. He's 2 times undisputed. Right. But my whole thing is like Floyd said, work smarter, not harder, right? So if you get offered a big bag and this guy who is going around, people calling him a racist and all types of shit, like you said, people want to see him get his ass whooped. I know damn well if Boots was to announce the fight Tio, he would be the favorite to win. And a lot of people would think that is easy work. At that point, I'm scratching my head, like, why not just do it? Like, that's where I'm confused as a fan.
You know you're not going to get the other 2 guys.
Hey, look, I'm confused too. I want him to do it. I promise you I want him to do it. But I'm not going to look at a man as a duck because he looking at Brian Norman. You guys see Brian Norman singing. You think he don't see that shit all on YouTube?
Brian Norman knows that fight ain't gonna happen, bro.
Wait, hold on. Like I said, if that fight don't happen, if he don't even try to make that fight happen, then it
can't be a try, bro. It's got to be a legit offer. It's got to be real.
Why you think that fight's not gonna happen? HOD, they were just saying that.
Because we just saw what this man is doing. We just saw what Boots. What is Boots?
Brian Norman or Boots?
Boots. Did we not just see Boots? Does he look like a man who's gonna want to cut down 50, 60 pounds to make 147?
So what do you think he's gonna do next then?
He's moving up. And then he's gonna fight Tellez, bro. No name. That's what he's gonna do.
He's gonna fight who?
Tellez. Exactly, bro. Good shadow.
So wait. So if he go up to 154 and fight another champion, would you look at him as
no. Then we stand on that. That's what if he's gonna fight, but he ain't walking into no back room. He ain't walking into 154 to fight any of the 154 killers.
That'll be a good fight.
It would be, because we're gonna see that Boots is not what he is, what you guys think he is.
Nah, he is.
Damn, I don't know why you got so much animosity against Boots. He ain't never even said a word.
Because the man has got 40 fights.
That's another thing. Shadow, you see it. I ain't never heard Boots even say nothing even bad about
Rich.
You got so much hate towards that man. All he doing is fighting.
Hey, Rich.
Bro, fighting nobody.
Hold on, HOD. Yo, the story of my life is this, bro. Like, every time I try to like back T.O., I get motherfuckers come at me, but then I say I like Keyshawn, Boots and everything, and it's like it doesn't matter, bro. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, bro. Like, when I say I fuck with T.O., right? Some people be like, yeah, but then I got a lot of people like hating me and shit. But then I'll turn around and I'm like, yo, but I like Keyshawn, and they don't like that either. I don't know what it is. I like motherfuckers like a fight.
At the end of the day, I don't see no reason why you should hate Boots.
I don't hate him.
I just hate people like Keyshawn.
I don't hate him.
Or Boots,
but he's got 40 fights.
All they doing is making the
man.
They want to fight the
best. He's got 40 fights and he ain't fought no damn soul with a pulse, bro.
All right.
That's why.
All right. So what you still mad about for? You see what he's trying to do now? He's trying to fight people now.
What fight people? You got nobody to fight, and you got the one guy who's the best fighter you're gonna face in your career.
Has Boots came out after the whole T.O. shit and say anything personal?
Bro, that guy
nothing. He never say nothing.
Because he's just
mad at the man. How could you get mad at him?
He's as quiet as a mouse pissing on cotton, bro.
He always quiet.
Boots ain't never been.
Boots making it seem like it's something new.
Like that, really.
You making it seem like it's something new that like he being quiet. That's his.
Hey, Shadow.
Yeah.
Did you play the Bozy video?
Where? Let me put it on.
The Boziana's video.
Which channel was he on?
No, I'll give it to you. I got it, bro. Let me
yeah, give it to me. I'll play it.
So you haven't played it, right?
As long, yeah.
Hold on. I don't know if I showed it to you already or not, but yeah, let me.
I'll be cooking T.O. sometimes. You know that. I'll be.
Hey.
I don't got like I said, T.O. Allo fighter, but he talks so much that you don't know what's real, what.
I know.
Contradict yourself, so you can't sit there and defend all his shit. That's all I was saying.
Like yo, Rich,
it's hard for you to defend some bullshit.
Rich. Look, here goes the funny thing, right? I was trying to tell HOD, and I understand where HOD's. I've known him for such a long time.
I sent it to you, bro.
I got it, HOD. I've known HOD for such a long time. But it's like there's certain
I don't know, you motherfucker.
There's certain topics where it's like the whole fucking the whole banana shit and all that. Like, me personally, I didn't like that, and I was trying to tell people why I personally didn't like it. You know what I mean? Like,
man,
I feel like a fucking idiot.
Bro, Tio didn't say that. That was Keyshawn, and you keep on repeating a bad narrative.
I think.
Stop. Hold on, Rich. Let me explain so I can tell. I did get on Keyshawn, okay? After I found, at first I didn't know that what he did, that's exactly what he did, that he sent the bananas himself. But
and blamed an innocent man. And you Black History Month, bro. That's despicable.
T.O. took the blame for it. That's all.
Damn, bro, can I say something? Hold on, bro. Hold on. Look, man, I didn't like the banana shit because I said it numerous times. Like, I feel torn behind the shit. My son is black. My baby mom's is black. I don't got a problem with black people. So when I hear somebody that I fuck with in the ring doing that shit, I feel weird. That I can't help it. And whether he's doing it for promotion or business, I still voice my shit. Like, I don't like it. That's why I be trying to tell it. But I understand what HOD.
But you still like Keyshawn.
He's looking. But that was some fuckboy shit. I didn't know Keyshawn sent the bananas to himself, bro. You said that. Said that.
I don't think no one. I think somebody sent them bananas, but I think T.O. was like, man, I'm about to take the blame for it. Fuck you.
No, T.O. took the promotion, bro.
Keyshawn said he sent bananas to himself, bro.
I don't think he did that. I think somebody probably did, bro. Probably somebody.
If you know anybody at Top Rank, they'll tell you. They know they fucked up.
Somebody was being funny.
Fuck out of here, OD. I didn't say that. Stop. Go grab it. I'm sorry.
I mean, I ain't. Listen, one thing about me, I ain't never seen that in Keyshawn character.
And Najee Chill.
Can I talk? I ain't never seen that in Keyshawn character to do something like that. Like, I ain't never seen that in Boots character to be calling out multiple fighters that, you know what I'm saying, besides Terrence Crawford, for real. I ain't never really see that in their characters. So when you say certain stuff about these people, that what makes me be like this. Whoa, I ain't never seen that in these people characters for you to even call them out even for doing that. But T.O., on the other hand, you see a lot of different stuff in his character. So when he says something, you got all the room to like criticize him and go at him like man, you lying, you this that there, because he does that a lot. He got a lot of bullshit with him. That's all I'm saying. But I think T.O. did the right thing by taking the blame for it, even though he probably didn't do it. He said, I did it then, Nick. What you gonna do about it?
No, he said it on Akin Barak, bro. He said it on Akin Barak.
But they also should fight, though. They also still should fight. They also, I think T.O. said a year ago, T.O. told Keyshawn that he had to get a belt, and then they could look at fighting. Now Keyshawn got a belt. Why he ain't?
Because you got it, my man. It's not what we want. A promoter's got to put the money up.
Keep saying a promoter. Turkey just said he's ready to put the money up.
No, Turkey never said a damn thing. You only listening to the bullshit that Keyshawn is saying.
Okay, Keyshawn a problem, bro. Keyshawn a problem. Put it like that. He a problem.
Bro, he's gonna get smoked this Saturday.
Yeah, he gonna knock De Los Santos the
fuck out. You saw how he was nervous today, bro? A lot of nervous energy.
Get the fuck out of here. You think, bro, you crazy, bro. You crazy.
A lot of nervous energy.
You told me somebody was gonna look and what happened last
week. Because he's gonna piss you off and say that Lino's gonna whip on his ass and shit.
So you think De Los Santos is gonna beat him for real?
I think De Los Santos, if he plays his first 6 rounds right, bro, that second half, Keyshawn's in fucking trouble.
This is what I think is going to happen. I think he's going to clip Keyshawn early, and we're going to find out what Keyshawn's made out. I'll tell you like this. I got more – okay, who you got more – okay, let me ask you this. If Devin Haney or Keyshawn got clipped, who would you have – what do you think what Keyshawn would do after he gets clipped? Because I've seen him get clipped before.
Not in the gym. He starts crying.
Get the fuck out of here,
I'm telling you. He'll clip him so bad that Coach K got pissed off.
I just said he'll probably run.
Teal clipped him so bad in that sparring that Coach K got pissed off. Come on, man. Everybody knows the gym stories with Keyshawn. That chin has not been tested in the LP yet.
You know what, though? Hey, you know what? I can't go up sparring HOD because we got video of T.O. getting dropped by fucking other people too, and where their career is at right now.
But not quitting. Not like Keyshawn.
What was that dude's name? The one with
the weird name. I don't know what you talking about, but I ain't never seen Keyshawn get dropped like that.
I ain't never.
Not in the pros. He hasn't fought nobody.
Dropped either.
He hasn't fought.
Cambosis somebody? Cambosis is I think the weakest world champion ever. Ever.
Are you forgetting the other name?
I'm mad that.
Are you forgetting the other name?
I'm mad that T.O. didn't never get that back. I'm mad because of that.
I don't like that either. I want
his legacy.
You know, Cambosis turned down a fight. Hold on, hey Rich, you didn't T.O. ask for the Cambosis fight HOD during the time he was with the
right before he fought Sandor Martin, they offered the fight to Cambosis.
Because I
and
thought
he
it
didn't
was.
want
I
it.
thought it was.
Well, he
Remember when he
should have
fought
pushed.
Claggett? Remember when he fought Claggett? There was like a long list of people.
Oh.
People were mad at Tio, like if he cherry.
Yeah, but Kambosos was still saying he's a 135 pounder, not a 140
That's
guy.
what I'm saying. There was a long list of fighters that turned down.
Bro, who wants to watch the one hit wonder when we all know that after Tio fucking had that war with his ass, that dude has lost every fight since.
Hey, look, at the end of the day, T.O. man was supposed to.
You don't need to get no give back racist time with that bump.
I don't care if Kambosos went down to 126.
Nah, I don't need it. I don't need it.
Was supposed to
I don't need it.
Down to 126 to get that.
I don't need it.
That's
I don't need it.
On that man legacy.
I don't. You know, saying that legacy. Your favorite fighter. Your favorite fighter don't got 2 pound for pound wins on his resume. Your favorite fighter don't got 2 linear bumps like that.
Hey yo, who was the other fighter that dropped T.O.? What was his name? J. Shit, he got a ponytail, Spanish dude.
Yeah, that was early.
What was his name? Oh man, I'm gonna find him.
No, Tio got dropped in his first fight.
No, I'm just talking about sparring. I'm not saying anything. I know he has.
No, but I'm saying in Tio's first. I think it was his first professional fight.
No, because Sergeant brought up El Rayo. There was another dude though. There was another dude that dropped him, and then he tried to call Tio out. And then I look at his career now. He's got he lost to Brian Norman Jr. Hold on, I'll find him right here.
But honestly, that don't matter for what's gonna happen this Saturday, man. Keyshawn has been manufactured. He's a manufacturer. You see, this is why I don't like these guys. You wanna jump on him, go ahead. Tio beat a real champion at 22 years old in his prime. Keyshawn's like 27, and he just beat a fucking Dollar Tree Lomachenko, who's 36 years old.
This guy right here, HOD, him.
Hey, look, at the end of the day, Tio got people at 140 to handle, man.
Oh, that's the hey, that's the guy. Oh, let me. Boca Chile. That's the guy Tiger Johnson's fighting this Saturday, bro. He's on the card.
Wait, wasn't who was the guy that was there? Was do you remember the sparring clip with him?
No, man. But hey, this guy's fighting Tiger Johnson on the undercard of Keyshawn.
Man, listen,
Tiger Johnson went up to 137.
Hey, so did Tio
this whole card is fire, bro. This whole card is fire.
Did Tio duck Matias? I want to hear this question.
Oh, HOD, go ahead, answer that, HOD.
Did he duck Matias on that?
Nope. Matias was offered a fight. He declined it. My hand. And then he went, and then instead of fighting Tio, like he said, after my hand recovers, he went to Puerto Rico to embarrass our ass and fight Pato.
Okay, so Matias ducked Tio, Boots
twice.
Ducked Tio, Devin ducked Tio, everybody, Keyshawn ducked, everybody ducked Tio, huh?
Hey, twice. There was a $1.5 million contract offer, and he said no. After he called him out, after he called Tio out, calling you pussy, and then Tio the next week had Topping send him an offer, and he declined it, saying that my hand hurts while he was playing pool.
Man, that's crazy, man.
What's crazy is that when it comes to the facts, it's hard to say, like, damn, I'm talking all this shit, but I'm wrong.
So you agree with everything Tio did in his career?
No, I don't agree with Tio being publicly calling out Turkey at all. I don't agree with Tio going ahead and saying what he was saying this past season. What else did he say besides what did he was saying? What did he say this past year with about black people? Shadow. What else did he say?
I'm talking about.
The who wants to get the banana next shit? I wasn't down with that.
I didn't like that, bro.
I didn't like that, but I know this is boxing, and it's always been like that.
All right, I'm saying with the fights. So everything that he did with fighting.
Hey, my man's got the best resume. Does your fighter have a better resume than Tio?
Tio resume good.
No, Tio has the best resume.
He ain't got that. I don't think.
Who?
Tio has the best resume of all his contemporaries.
Yeah. You can say that. He got one of the best.
No, he has the best.
I told you the Kambosos that stain on his resume. That's what
get over it. That was 5 years ago.
That's a stain.
Yo, it was that hanging stain. Got crashed by Glenn Garcia and ran like a bitch.
Listen, Tio definitely got probably not the best resume as far as the people.
No, you don't want to give him credit.
He came
give me a name. Give me somebody who's got a better resume.
I just
give me a name.
He probably do. I gotta really sit down.
No, ain't nobody do. It ain't Globetrotter Tank. It sure as hell ain't no Devin Haney. It ain't Shakur.
Nah.
It ain't nobody at 140. Ain't nobody at 147 got a better resume. Teal's the only guy that's got 2 lineal belts with 2 pound-for-pound fighters on his resume. And one of them was the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Who's got a better resume?
Josh Taylor ain't. I want to put him up there as no top 10 nothing.
Bro, he was undefeated and undisputed.
You could say that, but Tio got a good resume, but that Cambosis is a stain on his resume.
Bro, get over yourself, man.
Tio shit was up there at 100. That Cambosis.
How many losses does Pacquiao have? Hey, how many losses does Pacquiao have?
Listen.
Hey, how many losses does Oscar De La Hoya have?
Listen.
Hey, how many losses does Sugar Ray Leonard have when Durant went up from 135 to 137 and beat his ass?
You know what weight class Pacquiao started at? You know what weight class Canelo
I'm mentioning all these names, bro.
You know what weight class Canelo started at?
Hey, how about Zach Judah?
How about my boy? I'm sorry. I ain't saying Canelo. You know what weight class Oscar De La Hoya started at? Like them fighters, I would never put them in the same category as Tio. Nah, and the people that they fought, I would never put Pacquiao and Oscar in the same category as Tio right now.
But it's not about saying. I'm saying how many losses do they have?
No, we not.
How many losses? I'm not talking. You're moving the goalposts.
Oscar.
That's not my question.
Will always be better than
Hey, which one?
Don't ever disrespect.
Which one? Who other than Tio? Bro, you're just moving the goalposts, bro. All you doing is talking shit and moving the goalposts from the question. How many losses do they have?
You said what?
You're moving the goalposts of my question. My question was simple. How many losses do they have? How many losses does Zach Judah got?
Zach Judah got a lot.
And so what? He's trash. He's got his legacy's trash. He's a 3-time Hall of Famer as of this past week.
So you basically saying this, right? If Tio loses his next 10 fights, you gonna put him up there as one of the greats?
No, not one of the greats, but Tio's right now. Tio has his best shot, my man. Let me finish. Let me finish.
What are we talking about?
Let me finish. No, you're not gonna filibuster, bro.
The way Pacquiao
Tio is a Hall of Famer today.
Can I talk? The way Pacquiao.
No, you can't talk because you don't listen.
The way Oscar De La Hoya lost his fight, the way Sugar Ray Leonard lost his fights, we put them up there as the best. It don't matter how many fights they lost, the way they lost it. Tio lost it in his prime against a bum and he didn't even try to get it back.
Bro, Oscar lost when he was 26 years old versus Tio Trinidad.
Resume a little bit is a little bit.
My man.
That's the only reason why I say that.
Tio is Hall of Fame today. By the time Tio was 25 years old, he has a resume for the Hall of Fame.
I agree with you. Devin Haney's a Hall of Famer today.
No, he ain't.
Yes, he is.
He ain't fighting 2 pound-for-pound fighters.
Devin Haney is a Hall of Famer.
Did Devin Haney fight any pound-for-pound fighters?
If Devin Haney retired, he would go to the Hall of Fame for being the youngest undisputed champion.
Nah, you was crazy.
He ain't fight nobody for that.
He's a Hall of Famer today. He ain't really got nobody on his fucking record. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm a realist, man. I'm not.
You're real. Does Devin Haney got 2 pound-for-pound fighters on his resume?
You asking me questions. You keep asking these same questions. I said Devin Haney's a Hall of Famer. I never said.
I asked you, does Devin Haney have 2 pound-for-pound fighters on his resume?
Yeah, but HOD, come on, HOD, come on. Now I know.
No, they don't come out. I don't need to placate for nobody's opinions.
I'm asking you if Devin Haney. I don't like it. Trust me, believe me, I don't like it. But if Devin Haney was to retire, he would probably go to the Hall of Fame for being the youngest undisputed champion ever. Like
that's not enough.
And then he went up to 140.
That's not enough.
Then he went
for fighting Cambosis, which everybody knows was
I agree.
That doesn't make him Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame means you beat the best guys of your fucking contemporaries.
It is, Tycho. It is.
This guy crazy.
Yeah, putting Devin in the Hall of Fame would be a disgrace. Now, there's an opportunity.
I'm just telling you what they would probably do, bro.
He's not a Hall of Famer, bro. We know he's not.
Devin Haney's a Hall of Famer.
No, he ain't, bro. He didn't even be 1 pound-for-pound fighter.
Hey, look, you can look at the Hall of Fame list for boxing champs. It's people that got there less than Devin Haney and in the Hall of Fame.
Who's got less than Devin Haney in the Hall of Fame?
I'm saying you could look at that list and you could see.
Like who? Mention a name.
I'm gonna tell you the issue that I see with the Hall of Fame though, because look,
Devin, wait, hold on. Can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
Devin beat Lomachenko, right? And Devin also
at 37 years old.
Okay. And Devin also beat the guy that beat Tio. So how the fuck he ain't
Devin Haney fought a fucking old Lomachenko.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Devin.
No, you want to talk about the skin. You want to talk about, let's not add context.
Devin beat the shit out of a guy that beat the shit out of another guy. I ain't gonna say he beat the shit out of
after Tio whooped him, after Tio fucking gave him hell?
You said Tio
broke him down? How many fights did Kambosos win after that?
Tio Hands wasn't raised after that fight.
Yo, did Devin Haney even hurt Kambosos?
What the fuck is he talking about?
Hey, did Devin Haney even hurt Kambosos in 24 rounds?
Listen, Tio Hands wasn't raised
you don't want to answer that. Hey, no.
Devin Haney wasn't raised after that
you know what record Devin Haney broke? He broke the clinching record with 58 in Kambosos' one fight. That's what he did.
He probably did break that record.
Devin Haney beat the shit out of.
But he didn't beat the shit out of him, bro. Beat the shit out of him means you fucking hurt the guy. How did he hurt him?
He beat the shit out of the guy.
How did he hurt him? How did he hurt him?
Hey, hold on. You know what I don't understand? Look, maybe both of y'all will be on the same page with this. You know what I don't understand about Devin? And this is, I'm being dead ass. I'm not even trying to play any game. You know what I see in Devin? Like, you know when he be on Instagram or like how he's always taking pictures of like, you know, like for instance, he just did this. He bought this new grill for like $30-something thousand, and he put 34-0 or something like that, right? And when I look at like check this out, Rich. When I look at Devin, right, he looks like, I don't think he ducks anybody. This is what really bothers me about it. Like, I'm so confused. It's like, I don't think technically, like, it's like Tycho said, and I've always said, I don't think any of these guys are afraid of each other. I do agree with you. Like, maybe sometimes they go like, this guy's style might be a little bit complicated, or this is a harder fight in the direction I'm trying to go to. I don't think any of these guys are scared. It's like clocking in for work, right? But then it's like Devin Haney is like, he's always eager to fight these guys. And then I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, Devin won't back down if you sign that contract. But then it's like, as soon as he gets in the ring, it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
Like, what do you like? Do you even want?
Yeah, that girl is probably on lease, bro. If you knew what I knew, what's going on with the Haneys with that cash. Yo,
that's sad though. HOD, I don't even like. That's kind of like, I know what you're saying. Like, as far as fighting, I know people that have been
running, bro.
I know people that hardly have any money, but they act like they have a. That's kind of sad though.
The house in Vegas up for sale. Bill Haney now has to live in New York.
Hey, Shadow. Thing about Devin Haney, I feel like he dick ride Floyd Mayweather too much. Second, I think that I think they getting some money, and the reason why I think they getting some money because it's their own promotion, so they ain't got really nobody.
They're not a real promotional company, bro. That's an LLC.
Let him finish.
I don't think that somebody's really in his pockets like how they would be in his pockets if he was signed to like a top rank or PBC and shit like that. So I think like the Benny the Jude or whatever. He said, man, Devin Haney spent the most money. They asked him recently.
Bro, that's cap.
I mean, you saying it's cap, but he said out his mouth. If it was so cap,
yo, man, that DHP is an LLC. You don't understand how?
You want to know what? Hold on. Let me ask you this, Rich. Do you know what I think? Why I think? Do you know why I probably think like I could be like bugging, bro, but this whole like being a promoter type, because I've never seen DHP put on a whole DHP card. You know what I did? Call me crazy, but I think that they had this promoter label because it gives them the option to, like, for instance, if you're locked down the top rank, if you lock down in a contract and Bob wants you to fight a certain fighter, you know what I mean? It's like you sort of got no say in it. And if you don't, you're going to openly be a duck. But if you got this whole promoter label and you got some say in like leeway, like I can go over here, I can go over here. For me, it's kind of easy for you to maneuver away. It gets too hot. It gets too hot in the zone. I can go over here.
That's not it, Shadow. That's not it, Shadow.
I'm telling you what I think.
I'm telling you what Eddie Hearn said.
HOD, let me finish, bro, please, because you keep cutting me the fuck off. and then I'm gonna start getting upset. But I don't want to do that. Let me finish. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Let me fucking be wrong. You don't even let me get a chance to be wrong. You just start fucking cutting me off.
Are you finished?
Okay, let me talk then. So the reason why I also believe that too is also, Bill Haney was on video at one time talking to Shakur, and basically telling him, hey, that's why if we always said he gets the better of Dev or some shit like that, and if it gets too hot, then we'll go to 140. And the way he was saying it is like, okay, and the only way, and I feel like when you have that label or the freedom to do something, it's easier for you to be like, I don't have to be, because he went to Top Rank for a 3-fight deal, or when he got the Loma fight, and then he moved over, and then he does a fight over with Eddie Hearn, I think it is. You have more leeway to move around because they're not throwing on a DHP card. When was the last time they threw on a DHP card?
When he moved up to 140, he didn't fight under. He was already done with Top Rank. He was owned by Top Rank. That promotion, that DHP shit is an LLC. What does that give you? That you can then just maneuver your pay to pay yourself under LLC for tax purposes. This is out of the mouth of Eddie Hearn. Now, about maybe 2 weeks ago, Oscar De La Hoya put that out. Yo, that's not a promotional company when you front your money. You got money in this? You got the. That's what they're doing.
I agree with you, because I've always said if for a person that says that they're a promoter, why are they always saying they
laugh at them, bro?
Hey, Shadow. What I'm trying to say is this. I disagree. I feel like that they they can move from company to company and fight whoever they want to fight. So that's why I agree with
after they finish the contract.
I feel like it's never really no contracts. I feel like it's only a 1-fight deal. And we get paid out of it.
My man, he had a 3-fight deal with Top Rank. He couldn't leave until he finished that 3rd fight. Plain and simple.
Okay. What I'm saying too is this. I feel like he get most of the money. His way of going about business is way better than a way that Shakur went about his business. A way
really? How much did he make for Regis Prograis?
Let's just put it like this. If he was the way that Tank fight right now, if he was Tank and he went about that way, he probably would have way more money than way more money. I'm saying the way that he's going about it is a better way.
Bro, he's been signed to Eddie Hearn with DHP.
That's why I feel like his fights don't really be doing nothing, but I feel like he do get a big.
My man, that's just a facade. Jesus Christ, I can't be so gullible. When he was with Eddie Hearn, when he was with Eddie Hearn, that was a contract. And he couldn't leave until he finished his contract. Plain and simple.
Me personally, I don't think that Devin Haney will be a facade buying a watch every fucking fight for over $100,000-$200,000.
The only time he's been independent.
And then, like I just told you, the guy Benny just said this, that he had a lot of people that he could vouch for, but he vouched for Devin Haney and said that Devin Haney was the one that paid the most. He done deal with a lot of people.
He tried to pay that guy to fight Chuck Simpson. He tried to pay him $100. That motherfucker. Y'all forget that? That was Devin Haney.
All right, man.
He paid the most. Get out of here, bro.
So basically, Devin Haney broke. We gonna say that then.
Hey, all I know is his house is for sale in Vegas. His daddy's in New York, and he's out in Miami in the condo.
We gonna say that he ain't never made $1 million fight like.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Like
I wouldn't say that.
Made over what Tio?
I wouldn't say that.
Tio said he never made how much?
I wouldn't say that. I'm just gonna say that all this DHP shit is not real.
Hey, look, all I'm trying to say is if Tio would have took the Devin Haney route at coming up, Tio would have had more money probably than Devin
Bro,
Haney.
the only reason Devin Haney had any money, the only reason Devin Haney had made any money was because Eddie Hearn paid him $3 million a fight when they were starting up the zone. That's what they did. And while he was fighting a whole bunch of cherry picks, that's how Devin Haney made his money.
All right.
After that, he made 3 good fights. That was the Kambosos and the Lomachenko. He got about a little over $3 million for those fights. But then when he fought Regis, $1.5 million. guaranteed, nothing on the back end. Oh, he's independent. I thought he's making money. No money be at the back end. When he fought then Ryan Garcia, 1.5 million guaranteed. And guess what? He tried to sue Oscar De La Hoya because there was no back end money. It didn't sell what they thought it would. You see what I'm saying? So right now they've had 2 fights in a row at 1.5 million, no back end money. And they're like, damn, we need Tio back because we don't have nobody where we're going to make money from. What's Devin Haney's next fight?
Hey, Tio did say, now mind you, I don't believe everything Tio says, but I did believe him with this though. He said that and the reason why I believe him is because I've been watching the way Bill has been talking in regards to the Tio fight, right? He really wanted, I think that Bill, he just wants the most money. And I know that he knows that Ryan fight was going to be big money. And he went on the Boxing Voice, and I think it was Coach Malachi. And when he was on there, he was like expressing how they really wanted that Ryan fight, and how Oscar's saying that they're not going to fight them or whatever after the performance that they did against Ramirez. And then when he found out that wasn't going to happen, and then with the whole Boots thing, then they go to Tio. And when Tio's talking the other day, he was like, bro, look, I'm not stupid. He's like, I know that they need the fight with me right now because that Ryan fight, it fell out. So they got to find somebody with a name. And I mean, it kind of does make sense, especially, I mean, who else are they going to, if you don't have Ryan lined up, honestly, who else is going to, the only person I've heard say openly say that they'll fight Devin right now and that's because they got a little beef, is Richardson Hitchens. He said after he beats Cambosis, he'll fight.
No, but he don't fight at 140 no more.
I know, but Devin, I mean, we talk about Devin or Richardson Hitchens?
No. Devin wanted Tio to fight at 145.
No, Richardson Hitchens said on his tweet that he'll fight him at 147, Devin.
That means he'll vacate, I guess. If that's the, we'll see. Let me tell you this: who's going to Devin fight next? Didn't they put a 10-fight hit list? Didn't they put a 10-fight hit list?
Let me find the hit list. Oh, yo, where's that video that you sent me? Did you send it to me?
Oh, I just put it out. I want to. So we can finish this part about Bozy, Ellis, and Tio.
And that's another thing I'm saying. Like
he ain't gonna fight nobody on that hit list. You put a 10-fight hit list, and he ain't gonna fight not one of them next.
Hold on, 1 second. Rich, let me play this real quick, Rich. Let me play it before I forget, because if not, I'm gonna forget, and I want to see this too, because I know a lot of people. You know, the one thing that's been pissing me off, bro, is these dudes is really. I'm not saying you, Rich. I've seen so many people make it seem like this fucking Boots thing never even happened. It's crazy to me, bro.
I'm saying it's Rich though. I'm gonna say
no. I'm saying this to the other channels because you got dudes out here making it seem like this shit never happened, bro. Hold on, here it is right here. Hold on.
They didn't want to fight Tio. All right.
Here it is right here.
It's got a slow motion part, so you ain't. I don't know. You'll see.
That's fine.
Sent me a clip, Teofimo Lopez.
Right.
Saying that, of course he wants to fight Terrence Crawford. He's been saying it
right.
for like the last couple of weeks.
Right.
But saying that he, if he went to 47, that he would fight Boots.
He would fight Boots, yeah.
He went to 47, that he would fight Boots. He would fight Boots, yeah.
He went to 47, that he would fight Boots.
He would fight Boots, yeah.
Do you think that's just him talking, or do you think that's real?
Oh, I don't know, man. Tio, that's another one. I like Tio. You know what I mean? Teofimo, good fighter, you know what I mean? But if he really want that, we'll take that in a heartbeat, man. You know what I mean? But if he really want that, we'll take that in a heartbeat, man. You know what I mean?
But if he really want that, we'll take that in a heartbeat, man. You know what I mean? But if he really want that, we'll take that in a heartbeat, man.
How many times you gonna slow it down?
Just like I said,
I'm making my point.
Profit.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on.
It could be. He said, but just like he said, he wanted Crawford. He wanted Crawford. You know what I mean? He said, Boots want Crawford, I want Crawford. So, we'll see down the line. That's when, everything changed.
Yeah.
He said that.
Okay, now look, to play devil's advocate, HLD, how many times have we heard maybe a couple, I'd say a handful of times. I know that there's been times, and shout out to Tio for doing this. You remember the one time when Tio Sr., when him and Devin were face to face or whatever at that event, and T.O.'s father screamed out some crazy number in the millions, right? And people ran with it and was like, look, you ducking, you're outpricing yourself, right? And T.O. said, my father doesn't speak for me like that's not, I didn't say that.
Nah, that's the thing.
Hey, are we comparing T.O. Senior to Bozianis? Are we comparing that?
I'm playing devil's advocate because
but I'm just saying.
T.O. came out and said, my father doesn't make the final say.
Can you acknowledge what I said? Are you comparing T.O. Senior to the demeanor of this man, Bozianis?
A shadow. At the end of the day,
bro, again, crazy T.O. Senior, and you're gonna compare crazy T.O. Senior to Bozianis?
A shadow.
Why not?
Bro, Bozianis. Bro, you know what I'm saying.
I know. I'm just. Hold on, Rich. I got you. Rich will go next. All I'm saying is this. I'm not even saying that I'm not. Look, I believe that Boots was offered this and just didn't. Look, like I said, I'm with Rich, bro. Like I wanted to see it, bro. I know most people would have think it would have been a mismatch. All I'm saying is this, bro, is that when T.O. Senior came out with that crazy ass number, T.O. went on Punch and was like, yo, he doesn't like people are going around saying that I was overpriced. My father said that. I didn't say that. My father. So all I'm saying is Boots could come out and say the same thing. Be like, yo, my father said that. I wasn't even there. Like,
yeah, but then they not shortly after that they did have the offer from Top Rank for Boots and T.O.
All right, and this is what I want.
Eddie Hearn paraded Boots to Turkey Island Chic for what?
Hey, look, this what.
What was the purpose of Eddie Hearn parading Boots Annis to Turkey Island Chic?
Turkey don't make nothing. But like
again, you need to answer that. What was the purpose? Why did Boots Annis fly out to Saudi?
Go ahead, Rich.
I'm
not about to answer that dumbass question. Hey, Shadow. Hey, this is the thing I want to say, right? Right after that in November,
because you cocksuck, bro. That's why.
Right after that in November, you got Boots that come out with a fucking tell-all story that he ain't never did ever in his life before. He said, "If it don't come out of my mouth, don't believe it." You remember he said that?
But look, I think a lot of people speak for like this. When
that Virgil T shit. Yeah, I remember
what he said that with the Virgil T.
Look, if it don't come out of my mouth, I don't listen to it.
And this is the problem I have with what look, I understand. Man. Hold on, I understand what HOD means. Like when he says, "What was the purpose of Eddie Hearn parading?" That's where Boots should step in and be like, "Yo, you should let me like when it comes to that. I know you're my promoter or whatever. You should that's where Boots needs to step in and be like, because what you're doing, you're speaking for me when I'm not there. And now look at.
No, but he flew out to Saudi Arabia. Guys, you're not listening. Boots Ennis flew out to meet with Turkey Island Sheik. That's why they got their picture together. So
I know that's what he. Yeah, I know that. I know.
So do you think Turkey Island Sheik is interested in fucking making the fight of Boots and Stanionis?
Of course not. He said he wanted the Boots. He said
when all that shit was going on, he talked to him, and it was the Virgil T shit going on. All that stuff was Virgil T. I don't think that Boots ever in this lifetime thought about recently, like, man, yeah, I'm gonna fight T.O. right now, while Brian Norman's still walking around talking shit about him. I don't think he even got that nigga on his.
Norman's already turned down that fight 2 times.
While Brian Norman's seeing going on a YouTube rant, calling Boots this, calling Boots that.
Right.
I think his tunnel vision right now is on Brian Norman. That's what I think.
Let me ask you this, Rich.
And we gonna see after Brian Norman fight. If that shit don't happen, or if they say no offer, wait, listen.
You gullible, bro.
If they say no,
I can tell you the Brooklyn Bridge, bro. I can tell you the Brooklyn Bridge, bro.
Listen.
He's telling you right then and there, though. He's telling you out his own mouth that if
my man, the fight is not happening. He's already turned it down twice.
Hold on, HOD. Hold on. This is what you're missing, brother. You just said out your own mouth, Boots isn't going to fight Brian Norman. You said that, right? So what Rich is saying is if that doesn't happen, he's going to call Boots a duck. So what's the problem, HOD?
My man, because you guys are following the whole thing. You guys got critical thinking skills. God damn.
Nah,
Did Eddie Hearn not offer the fight to Norman Jr. twice?
Nah, HOD, because you get emotional for the TO. You get really emotional over TO,
offer
bro.
the fight twice.
It's
What
just
the Norman Juniors do? They ducked the fight.
it's just hard for you to talk.
Norman Jr. decided to fight on the undercard of Michaela Mayer instead of fighting Boots.
It's just hard to talk to you about TO sometimes.
Hey, wait,
bro.
hold on. Somebody in your comments just said some shit about Keyshawn and that Murray Tyler. I want to say this before y'all go further. Yeah. Keyshawn, they asked Keyshawn about Murray Tyler. Keyshawn said, I would never fight him. And he said, because he's not paying for no IBF belt. But you can also go back to what Murray Tyler was saying that I don't even know why we talking about Keyshawn. I'm looking at Lomachenko and all that stuff. I feel like I don't know what's going on with them too, but they never.
I tell you what, you don't want the IBF.
Keyshawn said that I'm not trying to pay for no IBF belt and all that
stuff. He's a bitch.
And I feel like they should fight. Keyshawn said I will fight him if the belt's for free.
Hey, guess what? Guess why he don't want the IBF? Guess what he did for this De Los Santos fight? Virginia's got the commission's got a rehydration rule for boxing.
Yeah, that's what he said.
He lives in Virginia. He lives in Virginia.
Yeah, but he said
okay, but then can I fucking finish?
Keyshawn said
he had the commission remove the 10-pound rehydration from the commission.
Keyshawn said something about the weight class, and they said, nah, but when you unifying, that shit don't mean nothing. And he said, okay, I will fight him, but if the belt's for free, basically. I don't think he's ducking him. I ain't seen Keyshawn duck no one yet. I don't think Keyshawn ducking no one at 135.
He's fucking Donatello Lomachenko, and he thinks he's a fucking real champion. Fuck out of here.
Hey, look, hey, Keyshawn a problem, HOD. That's all.
Yeah, bro, he beat Donatello Lomachenko. He bought a fucking weight drained old ass Pedraza. Madueño, who gave him his best fight. Guess who whooped Madueño's ass before that? Craggy. And they drained Madueño down from 140 to 135 for Keyshawn. And he still gave him a fucking night of hell.
Hey, real quick, before somebody gets on the panel, hey, Rich, I know, I'm not sure if you, hold on 1 second. Let me make sure. Let me get this real quick. I know you probably, I don't know if you saw it already, but just to make sure, what did you think about this? Can you see the screen? Hold on.
What's going on?
Hold on. I'm gonna show it to you right now. Hold on. What did you think? Like I like when I saw this earlier. When I saw, I'm gonna show it now. Like when I saw this earlier, like yo, I really like this shit right here.
So I'm just working my way up. I'm getting honest. I worked my way up to number 2. We got somebody else ahead of me. I'm right there. Right there.
Is this man that's licking his chops while he stares at you one of those guys?
Absolutely.
So what you want to do?
I'm working my way up. I'm right here.
So after you beat him, what you want to do?
He's not in charge of his career, guys.
I'm pretty sure
my
team can put anything together.
Are you gonna put it together, sir? You the man in there.
I don't want to talk to you right now.
I bet you don't.
He knows that he can't do shit.
So
hey, yo, Rich, this is what I deal with though, because like when I like T.O., it's not a problem, but when I like Keyshawn, it's a problem.
What can Mason do at 20 years old and force a fight?
I don't want to hear this age limit shit, bro.
No, but he's not in charge of it. Keyshawn knows that he's gonna have to do what fucking Bob Arum tells him to do next, and he knows that this kid has got to do what Bob Arum tells him to do next.
Hey, Shadow.
Yeah.
Hey, when I saw that shit the first day, I was like, yes. But then again, Then again, I was looking at it like, damn, man, this guy Abdullah Mason, he young. He is
young. But you know why I liked it, Rich? Rich, you know why I liked it? Because last year, one of the things I hated about Keyshawn is every time it came to Shakur, that's my brother. And then at one point, it was Richardson Hitchens and Shakur, and then they even tried to drag fucking Abdullah Mason in the whole shit. That's my little brother. And finally, Abdullah Mason has recently been like, nah, fuck that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, I'm number 2. Like, you know what I mean? But the thing I like about Keyshawn, though, is like, even when Shakur tried to get out of line, Shakur did that one interview where the guy was like, so how much would it be to fight Keyshawn? And at first he was like, you know, he didn't really want to say anything. And then Shakur was like, well, I mean, if it's a certain amount of money, right? And then right away, Keyshawn was like, okay, well then what's up then? So I don't think I like Keyshawn, and until I'm proven wrong, I think he's all free smoke. People can say
I think he's a bitch. I think he's bitch. Just like when Frank Martin pulled up on him and made him look like a bitch. You forgot that? Oh man, I only got like 9 fights or 11 fights, you know what I mean?
If anything,
remember when Frank Martin pulled up on him?
Hey, if anybody looked like they didn't want no smoke, it was T.O. and Keyshawn. He looked like he didn't want no smoke.
That's what I'm
about. At 140, put the contract.
But that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's what I mean by you, LHD. Like, you don't got the same picks when it comes to T.O. When Terrence Crawford rolled up on him and did the soft press on him, what happened? Nothing.
Oh, was that after the picture that they took together? Was that after the picture that they took together? You forget about that?
But that's what I'm saying.
You see, no, you live in fantasy world.
Hey, look, that's why I said the soft press. He did the soft press. He did the press that he said, yeah. He said, come here real quick. Yeah, tell him what you said.
Like I said, you don't want to mention the picture. You see, hey, my man don't want to mention the picture.
He did a soft press.
Hey, you don't want to mention the picture that happened 5 hours before. There it is.
Wait, hold on.
Before the video.
Hold on. Then they said.
Hey, no, hold on, bro. You fucking live in fantasy world, bro. You on that street capping shit, bro. You on that all talk and no bite type of shit.
Soft press.
You on that all talk and no bite type of shit.
Okay, then Keyshawn.
We smell that shit, bro. You don't think we know that?
Wait. Then
we smell that shit. The all talk shit. We rather chat dance and look good, but not be really about it.
Yeah, but HOD, yo, to keep that same energy, Keyshawn was talking greasy in regards to T.O. and his father, bro. Come on,
and Keyshawn can't put.
Get to 140 to make the fight happen.
Keyshawn put hands on his spot.
No, he didn't. You know the cat. T.O. whooped his ass and Coach K got pissed off. T.O. whooped Keyshawn's ass and Coach K got pissed off.
Hey, Keyshawn can't put hands on his father, right? So at the end of the day, you gonna call Keyshawn a bitch over that Frank Martin shit, but don't call T.O. bitch over none of that stuff.
What was it to be a bitch about? What did Keyshawn do? What did Keyshawn do? What did Keyshawn do? Because you believe the bullshit. You believe the bullshit. You're not gullible.
You had a YouTuber named
a
cigar.
You didn't got who was on Fantasy Island, bro.
He pressed T.O. out, and you don't call him a bitch for that.
Press him out.
Press him out. You don't call him a bitch for that.
How did what? Cigar talk? Cigar talk? What did Cigar talk do, bro? He almost cried that what you saying, bro, about bananas? What did he do? And Cigar talk was like 6 foot. What did he do to T.O.? I bet you Cigar talk didn't do that the day before when Punch Drunk was there, because Punch Drunk would have had him fucking crying. That's why.
Hey, he had a
Punch Drunk. The day before when Punch Drunk almost put hands and feet on that other motherfucker. Shit, guess where Najee was? He was right behind Punch to videotaping, bro. But he didn't do shit. He didn't do shit. Hey, what about when Mill City called Najee out? Mill City came up with $10,000 to whoop on Najee, and that guy bitched out.
Hey, Shadow, you see how he called Keyshawn a bitch over one little thing over Frank Martin, but he don't call T.O. a bitch over none of that stuff? That's what I was talking about. Like, you gotta have the same pick and chooses. You gotta have the same pick and chooses, man.
I'll put it like this.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know.
Do you actually think that he pressed him, man? What'd he do? Why are you saying that type of shit, man?
No. HOD. All I'm saying is this, brother. Look, you know I rock with T.O. I never say I'll go against T.O., bro. But like I be seeing T.O. do similar shit that Keyshawn has done. But when Keyshawn do it, he a bitch. I mean, come on, man.
No, because you guys forget that that's what he did.
Man,
and now he's doing it to another 20-year-old. And now he's doing it to Abdullah Mason, who's actually a much stand-up dude than fucking Keyshawn Davis is.
Hey, put it like this.
Abdullah Mason is the one going around saying shit.
No, they ask some questions. No, they ask some questions. Yeah, what you gonna say? I'm not here to fight champions eventually. I'm working my way up.
Nah, the way
no,
Abdullah Mason has never gone on TV.
No, you got this one
Pull
wrong.
up the video.
No, you
Pull up the video.
You got this one wrong, brother, because I
pull up the video then, Shadow.
Bro, hold on, brother. When I started this live, I told you, bro, from the beginning of this week, Abdullah Mason, yes, he's a stand-up kid, yes, and I like the fact
pull up the video. That's all I'm asking.
HOD, I'm gonna mute you, bro. Please let me finish. I like the way Abdullah Mason carries himself. Yes, he's a stand-up kid. Yes, he's a young kid. I like the fact that he's like, bro, I'll fight anybody. I don't like this whole we brothers united shit. But at the same time, in the past couple of weeks, yes, people have been interviewing. Yes, of course, he's supposed to answer that way. I'm telling you what's been going on. They've been asking him about Keyshawn, and numerous times he's like, yeah, I'll fight him or whatever. So, of course, Keyshawn going to see that. And when this lady says what she says right here, what did Keyshawn do? What's up? So what's the problem? But if T.O. would have did that, he'd have been standing on business.
I don't remember T.O. ever calling out a little kid.
Man, that nigga, you ain't must see Abdullah Mason. That's all he been talking about. He kept saying,
man, pull up the video. I didn't ask you. We pull up videos here. Pull it up. When he goes up and he's talking greasy. Yo, I want to smoke all these guys. You know who talks like that? That Tito Mercado. Now, Tito Mercado talks that greasy shit.
He said, I got an appetite for smoke. He been saying that this whole week. I got an appetite for any champion.
Like this. It was like this.
Appetite for any champion.
I'll tell you right here. Yes, HOD, I understand what you're saying. Has he been going around like talk? No, he hasn't. But it started off with fight hype. Okay. See if I can pull up the video in a second.
Now you know who Tito Mercado is, right, Shadow?
Yeah. Tito, I like him.
That motherfucker.
I like
that motherfucker talking greasy.
Like he's another one. I like him. He's talking greasy about everybody.
No, but
Keyshawn, everybody. He even said something. He'll move up and fight Richardson Hitchens.
Why didn't Keyshawn put up to the?
Hold on. You got it wrong, Shadow. You got it wrong. Tito is at 140. Tito is track. Only people talk a lot of shit about other fighters.
But no, he's talking about Tito Mercado.
That's what I'm saying. He at 140.
Oh, he is already at 140?
Yeah.
So he's a 140 guy.
Yeah, so let me say something real quick. The thing about him, he a good fighter.
He is good. I like him.
I like the way that he come. I like the way they come. But the thing about it is, he got more smoke for people that's in a weight class under him, like Shakur and Keyshawn. Shakur, first of all, don't even know the guy. He said, I don't even know him. I don't even know why he acting like this.
That's not true.
Can I talk?
Go ahead.
So my thing is, you got people like Gary Russell, you got Richard Hitchison, you got Payo, you got all them guys up there. Matias, you supposed to have the real smoke for them, but it seems like you keep bringing up Keyshawn and Shakur when they at 135, like you trying to I understand that they
like why were they at his press conference?
I understand that you want to fight them or whatever. You just.
Why were they at his press conference, Rich?
It was at his press conference because it was another person from top from.
But did they need a
for Terrence Crawford camp at that.
And did they need to do what they always do, act like a pack of puppies all together to try to let's get up.
But that's way before. Let's get this answer. That's way before that. And then Shakur wasn't at the press conference. It was only Keyshawn and Bomac and them. That's all. I remember the whole thing. You can't get me on this one.
No, man. I can start today. Tito, come up here, bro. Come up here. Come up here, man.
Shakur wasn't even there. So when he
called Keyshawn up to the stage, did he not?
Hey, Shadow. Shakur wasn't done. At the end of the day, Shakur don't even know the guy. He started calling out Shakur. My thing is, why you?
He called them all out because they were there like a pack of wolves.
He said, "I'm saying, why you won't call out people at 140 at your weight class?
You're there. You see? So then why should Till worry about no 135 pounder?
That's what that HOD. That's what I was about to say. I was about to say like the one. Hold on, Rich. I'm just telling you my opinion. The 135 and 140 is so interchangeable. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of these guys came up. Like for instance, Ryan Garcia was at 135, right? But he had like 3 fights at like 144, 140. Like when he fought what's his name?
Duarte.
No. The one before Duarte, HOD, the former champ.
The white boy. They knocked out. In like the 7-8 round.
Campbell?
Nah. The Dominican guy.
Damn. Fortuna.
Fortuna. He fought Fortuna like at 140 something catch weight. So like the 140, the 135, 140, they're so interchangeable. So like it doesn't really bother because like it's easy to make. You know, it's almost like if Mutataya was like, yeah, I'll fight Hitchens. Like that's not really that unbelievable because it's like they like, you know what I mean?
But before y'all get loud, this all I'm trying to say is this though, right? It's cool for like it's cool
before we get loud.
No, because I know you about to get loud. I'm saying it's cool for Tio. It's cool for Tio to call up people at 147. I'm not discrediting that or none of that stuff. It's cool for him to go after something that's bigger than him. It's cool for Tank or Shakur or whoever, Keyshawn, to go after something bigger than him. But it's not cool for a person that's already bigger than him to be like this, hey, little man, come on up and fight me, and got so much animosity towards that person. That's what I'm trying to say.
Because they went to heckle him at his press conference, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say. If anybody at 160 go out to Canelo at 168, I won't get mad.
My man, they went to his press conference.
Bebo, I won't get mad.
So what are you supposed to say? Yo, they're gonna heckle me at my own press conference. These motherfuckers. We supposed to stay quiet?
No, you not even what I'm saying. Shakur wasn't even at that press conference.
Yeah, Keyshawn was. We talking about Keyshawn.
Shakur wasn't even nowhere near at that. Look, I remember that whole press conference.
You see, you don't even
look. Andy Cruz was at that press conference. Tito was at that press conference. And then what's the guy name?
I won't admit it. Shadow. Keyshawn was at that press conference, and Tito Mercado said, "Yo, why don't you come up here, bro?"
Hey, Shadow.
Yeah.
It was the other guy. Damn, he named 3 fighters at 168. The talk Pachenko. It was Pachenko versus Terrence Crawford. The guy that Steven something.
Yeah, Stone Cold Nelson.
Yeah, it was them two fighting. I remember that whole press conference. Shakur ended up showing up at the fight. Shakur wasn't around none of them. He come out of nowhere and get on the mic and say, "Yeah, Shakur." He just started saying Shakur name. Shakur said, "I don't even know the guy. Like I don't even know it. Like I don't even know why he got beat."
That's cat that you don't know the guy, bro. That's cat. But after he signed his girlfriend Keyshawn, he knows who Tito Mercado is. After Tito Mercado son his girlfriend Keyshawn, he knows who he is.
But all I'm trying to say is this, man. It's cool for a Bevo to go after someone bigger than him. Bro,
you don't make sense, bro. You don't make the same logical sense. You don't make the same logical sense, bro.
But
you got so many details that you forget.
Fighters, when you start going at younger fighters, like got so much beef towards younger fighters, like people that's smaller than you, then you gotta look at yourself.
How is Tito Mercado how is Keyshawn so much younger than Tito Mercado?
I'm talking about smaller. I mean smaller fighter.
Oh, Keyshawn, the weight bully.
Hey, Shadow.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on?
Something.
Oh, something.
Hey, and I'm just playing with you. Hey, you need to get that camera on drop, bro. The one that says, you mad, but go ahead.
Oh, I don't get it, bro. Like, I fuck with Keyshawn, bro. I don't know why people hate this kid, bro.
You wouldn't have to death with my dueño, bro.
So you don't think that he can fight though? Is that so? You're saying he's manufactured? So you see those skills?
Man, I feel like he has right to his opinion that Keyshawn not a good fighter, but all that he's a bitch and all this stuff. But like, what have you seen that made him a bitch?
I don't think he's a bitch.
What have you seen from him that made him a bitch? And then what have you seen from Tio that made Tio tougher than him?
That's the issue.
I
think Tio and Keyshawn do similar shit, but HOD won't say nothing about it.
What have you seen? Like I don't get it, but I understand that you don't like him as a fighter. You don't see him winning.
Because he just went on stage. He just went on stage with integrity, my man. You just went on stage and did the same thing that Frank Martin did to his punk ass. But then when Frank did it to him, he was crying. Hey, I only got 9 fights. But then he's gonna go on stage, which one is his own, promoter, stable guys, if you will, and he's gonna try to sun them in front of God and everybody, knowing that the business tells them who they're gonna fight next. Man,
Keyshawn is laying the tape. That's what it is.
What you think about Keyshawn Davis and Abdullah Mason?
I don't know what you got against Keyshawn, man, but Keyshawn ain't did nothing wrong in my ass, man.
Yeah, of course not, bro. You gotta be on code.
It's laying the pipe. That's what the problem is.
As a fighter, I can understand why you say he's some shit or whatever. I can understand you might not like his.
What you gotta say, man? You're coming in. You've been hearing us. What we gotta say, Pudo?
Oh, I think people are mad at Keyshawn because he's laying a pipe on their old lady and shit. But anyways, other than that, what do I think about Keyshawn versus Abdullah? Abdullah gonna cook him if they ever fight. Keyshawn's never gonna take that fight. He'll get cooked. And Keyshawn's a hell of a fighter. In my Floyd vote, a hell of a fighter. But he ain't
oh shit! I disagree, man. I think if a person sit there and say something in his hometown and then tell Bob Burns something to make a fight happen, I think Keyshawn is the ultimate bitch if he don't take that fight. He worse than Tio. I call him the worst. The way he showed out. I call him the worst bitch in the world, man.
And if he loses to De Los Santos, a cherry pick who's been out for 2 years with blood clot issues and shit, what is he then?
Not even Jamaica, man.
You said what?
If he ends up losing this Saturday, gets smoked by De Los Santos, who's been out for 2 years, blood clot issues, coming off a loss. What does that make Keyshawn?
That means he's an overhyped fighter. I wouldn't call him no bitch. He still got in that ring with him.
Yeah, my man, you take my context of calling him a bitch way out of context. What I'm saying is that what he did to Abdullah Mason today, when it was done to him from someone for real on this thing, he squawked. Oh, I only got 9 fights, man. But then he's gonna do this to this young man.
He didn't do it though.
He didn't. I don't know what this guy's talking about, man.
Like this where I come from, bro. Talk cheap.
HOD, like I think I understand what you're saying, but I've been trying to tell you, bro. Like yes, Abdullah Mason hasn't been going out of his he has not been going out of his way to say anything about Keyshawn. However, every interview he's had in the past couple of weeks, people have been forcibly, which is fine. I like it. I'm with it. They've been bringing up Keyshawn, and he's like, yo, it is what it is. I'm ranked number 2. I'll fight him. So today she did the same shit. She literally she did it. Not fucking Keyshawn. Keyshawn only reacted. She did it. Look.
But you gotta understand this, Shadow.
Hold on. Just for the people that just got here. Look how she says. Look, he's looking at. She kind of instigates the shit.
So I'm just working my way up. I'm getting honest. I worked my way up to number 2. We got somebody else ahead of me. I'm right there.
Call out right there.
Right there.
Is this man that's licking his chops while he stares at you one of those guys?
Absolutely.
So what you want to do?
I'm working my way up. I'm right here.
So after you beat him, what you want to do?
We could do whatever, I'm pretty sure.
How the fuck is that Keyshawn's fault?
So Keyshawn is better.
He's literally responding. The kid is right next to him, and she's like, "Yo, he's licking his chops." Is he one of them? Absolutely.
Did you forget? Did you forget what he said right before all that? I'm making my way up, honest. I'm working it the real way, not getting gifted fights, not getting all these guys to be drained down for me, all these old wash fighters. I'm getting mine honest. Number 2, honest. Not like Keyshawn Davis, who was given all these matchmaking cherry picks to become where he's at.
Hey, Shadow.
You forget that stuff. You see, I'm a man of right. I listen to it all. He just said, I'm making my way up to number 2, honest. In other words, Keyshawn Davis, you got up there on fucking matchmaking all these fucking Wasco pigeons.
Hey, Shadow. Hey, Shadow. This what he about to get caught up at, right? First of all, Cigar Talk asked Keyshawn 2 days ago. Keyshawn said, yeah, he going to be in Virginia. I'm definitely going to press up on him. He said that on that video, if you look at the Cigar and Keyshawn video. Second, Abdullah Mason came out of his mouth on one of these interviews that said that I'm number 2, and yeah, I'm looking to fight a champion.
Yeah, he did. That's the fight. That's the fight hype interview. This is what I'm trying to say.
At third, Keyshawn said that he talked to Abdullah Mason. He said no, my bad. Abdullah Mason said on the fight hype interview, but he said, yeah, either one of these champions got to fight me or they gonna vacate. Keyshawn gonna vacate.
Yes.
And so
look, even after that, he had a couple of interviews, right? And people went out of their way to bring up Keyshawn, like, so he wasn't coming out like any young fighter, like any young fighter. If you ask me, yo, what about this guy? I'm gonna say, yeah, whatever, I'll fight him. So all I'm saying is that Keyshawn, when he hears that, he's like, so what's up then? How the fuck is that Keyshawn's fault? Like, listen.
Then third, Keyshawn said that he seen Abdullah Mason before that press conference. That he said he told him, let's talk about all the stuff that he been talking on the internet and stuff like that. He said that Abdullah Mason family was trying to walk behind him. He's like, damn, this boy a grown man. Let him talk for himself. So when he was talking to him, he said that Abdullah Mason said, man, I thought you was vacating, man. He said, I really thought you was vacating. He really was trying to copy for where I think. So now, I guess Keyshawn already seen a fear of him, as Keyshawn said, man, I'm about to make some more fear out of this nigga. I really want you to say the same thing that you told me.
You saw what he said to his pops. He said like this to his pops.
We're matchmaking up. Are you still?
Bob Arum, the man with the player right there.
We're matchmaking up here. So add that to my credentials, okay?
Hey, bro, let me and you.
Okay, so still
Bob Arum, the Pops, walking him into something crazy.
Yeah, he said something to his father right here.
Okay,
hey, Pops, where you at, Pops? You walking him into something crazy now.
Yeah.
I thought he was maybe going to go the WBC route. And
So Shadow, so what I'm trying to say is this, that, see, I think Abdullah Mason already know that Keyshawn moving up. So that's why he was talking too fast. Because when he said he hollered at Abdullah Mason said, I thought you was moving up. So when he said all that stuff on stage, he said he wanted him to keep that same energy. He just wanted to make him put out to the world that he don't want to fight him.
Everybody knows he's moving up, bro.
That he know Keyshawn is really moving up.
Everybody knows that. That ain't a secret.
What I'm trying to say is this: Keyshawn just really wanted to burst him and let the world know that this guy really don't want to fight. So stop trying to make it seem like that he want to fight. He think Keyshawn moving up.
Look, man. At the end of the day, I guess I'm weird because I fuck with T.O. at 140 and at 135 I fuck with Keyshawn. So I guess it's weird. It's weird, but I like both of them, and that's just who I go for in those divisions. It is what it is.
I mean, they're both embarrassing themselves.
The HOD think like the way you talk about Keyshawn is like he can't fight, and I don't know how you can't see that, bro. Like
because I only seen him fight all these washed old pigeons, dog.
But HLD got a point. Like he ain't really. He do got some. He don't got really nobody on his resume for real. Like, but far as assets,
yo, you prove it to me. You prove it to me. I'm like, okay, my man. Yo, he did his thing.
But I think it's more of you hating on him, man. I don't know if it's because
if Keyshawn does his thing like he's supposed to, fight the real motherfuckers, and they're like, oh shit.
I'm gonna catch you right there. I'm gonna catch you right there because in the last fight that Keyshawn had, remember?
You don't take that shit when we just fucking playing around.
You was just saying that to me.
Come on, man. Don't be so done with me with that. You know that you're so hard on Keyshawn. Like fuck, bro. What are we gonna do? Talk on the same vibration? Yeah, I'm gonna fucking choose the other guy.
I think you just mad that Keyshawn punked T.O. or they
never punked you. I've seen his ass in sparring. I've seen his ass in sparring. That's all I need to see.
It's something that got you mad.
That's good enough for me.
It's something that got you mad, man. Because I think
my man. You guys think this guy's something that he's not. Not yet, at least. Not yet.
But even if that's the case, though, why you still mad at him though? Like what the
that's
fuck?
What they look, Rich.
Even if
Rich.
I'm mad because I'm loud.
Hold on, Rich. My whole thing is this. Look, I know his resume is what it is, but I like what I see so far. What is the problem with that? If I say that, they're like, "Oh, you making him out? What the fuck?" He's more exciting. I would rather watch a Keyshawn fight than fucking Devin Haney. So, I mean, what the fuck?
3 years ago, I was on his train. Like, okay, this guy's up and coming, but when is he gonna fight somebody? And all I seen after that from 3 years ago, He's in fighting all these damn cherry picks and be manufactured to be something that he's not.
But you know how that's why I can't agree with you because T.O. been on top rank.
And T.O. 22 became a champion fighting a champion.
Abdullah Mason been on top rank. When T.O. left top rank for a second, that's when he got his ass. I ain't gonna say he got whooped, but that's when he lost.
Bro, he didn't leave. That was the first one.
You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, so if we gonna sit there and say matchmaking, let's bring up all the matchmaking. Because you keep praising Abdullah Mason like Abdullah Mason not getting matchmade by a top rank too.
He's a fucking prospect still in my eyes. They can't have even fought 10 rounds yet.
So what the fuck is
Abdullah Mason has not fought 10 rounds yet.
So what the fuck is Keyshawn then?
To me, what the fuck? Why is Keyshawn talking to a kid who hasn't even fought 10 rounds? He shouldn't even. Yo, bro, you got a girl, bro.
At the end of the day, top rank build their fighters up, and T.O. was over there for the longest.
T.O. became champion at 22.
And like I said,
versus a real champion, not no old ass Duran chicken shit.
Didn't you tell me what? Let me ask before I even say anything, because I could be wrong. Remember when we were talking about the ages that you are in your prime, and I was like, I think your prime is between 27 and 29. What did you say?
It's 27 and 32, I think it is. But yeah.
Okay. So Keyshawn is 26. He ain't even in his prime yet, bro.
And he's already been outdone by other contemporaries. And he's already been outdone by these other contemporaries.
See, this the thing about YouTube.
So you're talking about T.O. then, right? T.O. did issue at 22.
I ain't the one calling I ain't the one calling T.O. anything. I'm not calling. I fuck with T.O.
No, because I'm over here back. You're on Keyshawn. This other guy obviously also loves Keyshawn.
Look, at 135, I like Keyshawn. 130, I like Raymond Ford. You probably don't like Raymond Ford either. I don't know.
This the thing about us YouTube, man. All this type.
Did Raymond Ford move up to 135 or 130?
We keep rushing these fighters, man, just because we see them. But let them build themselves up. Let them fight. Like
I ain't gonna lie, I would like
he doesn't even want to fight Andy Cruz.
I would like to see Raymond Ford move up and fight Keyshawn. That'd be a good fight in my eyes.
Man, you know they not gonna fight though.
Yo, man, the man who whooped on Keyshawn 4 times and he don't even want to fight with him, bro.
You want Ray Ford fucking 130 already? You just there.
Nah, you know Raymond Ford not gonna fight. You know they all got a fake brother shit going on. Shakur, Keyshawn.
I hate that fake brother. I hate that fake brother.
Yeah, at least we're getting Stocky Foster and Kubo
Stephen Ford.
If Shadow was my brother, I'd be like, fuck Shadow. Let's fight.
I know, right? Hell yeah, fuck yo. No, but that's why I liked when Abdullah Mason did this, because last year I was frustrated. El Puto, you was on the live when I did it. I was mad at fucking Shakur and fucking Keyshawn, Richardson, Hitchens, and then they were all trying to get Abdullah Mason in this whole we buddy shit, and that shit pissed me off.
You got to understand though that Shakur the only one that Keyshawn never agreed to none of that stuff. For real, what it looked like, it's like Keyshawn.
Yo, or somebody disappeared.
I think he cut off.
I think he got cut off.
No, I said Keyshawn the type of person that's like, man, those your brothers, those ain't my brothers. That's the type of person that Keyshawn is. Like, because when you see Shakur trying to throw Abdullah Mason to Floyd Schofield, said fight my little brother Abdullah Mason first before you fight me. That's when that shit started.
Why don't Keyshawn mention Murataya, bro?
Why he don't mention Mortale? Don't mention Keyshawn. Mortale said, look at Mortale last fight. He said, man, I'm not worried about Keyshawn. I'm worried about Lomachenko.
Yeah, Loma. It was Loma.
Yeah, come on, man. You got me. Y'all can't be biased.
That's what I was trying to tell people.
But I'm just saying,
he said that.
Loma. He was eyeing Loma, bro.
Yeah, for sure. He was trying to get that fight.
But Keyshawn's the big mouth. Keyshawn is the big mouth. Why hasn't he mentioned Murataya?
Hey, listen. I promise you. I could come back on this channel. I bet my last dollar that Keyshawn gonna stop him less than 8.
Bro, you don't got no money, bro. I can tell the way you talk. You got no money, bro. You got no money, bro.
Okay, I'm broke. I could bet my last.
I wouldn't put money on these clowns. I'll tell you that right now.
Hey, I could bet. I could bet that he's gonna.
I'm
lose.
sure you can, brother.
More Tyler gonna lose.
Hey, Puda, what you got for this Saturday, man? You do you think Keyshawn's gonna do his thing with this cherry pick? Or is this
I don't know if it's a cherry pick, but yeah, I think he can do his thing, bro. Because like fuck, bro, a shoulder injury, like the activity, but De Los Santos can box a little bit. He can bang. I mean, obviously I favor Keyshawn, but yeah. I mean, De Los Santos he's got a shot.
So you got Keyshawn now. If Keyshawn loses, so if Keyshawn loses to De Los Santos, where does he go from there as his stock goes? Is he what he is, or is he always a manufactured champion?
I mean, if context is the case that I'll put it in, they're all manufactured champions, bro. That's how boxing is. But anyways, no, bro. I mean, if he's a real one, he's gonna learn from that and come back. If not, then he's just gonna be one of the many that belt and lost.
There you go, bro. That's a good.
But like you said though, it could go either way. It could go, but I got Keyshawn winning. I got Keyshawn.
Yeah, I got that.
Yo, that's all I'm saying. I mean,
he should win.
1 second, people are saying, "Oh, it's a cherry pick," but then the next second, he's gonna beat him. It's like, come on, bro.
Man,
Keyshawn should win. But this is what I tell you by interviewing his coach yesterday. You know, they're super relaxed. Cello and that team, they relax, bro. I
don't think it's a cherry pick. I think it's a Keyshawn pick.
Dangerous.
I think it's a
Keyshawn. It's a cherry pick when you 2 years off and you have all these issues, bro.
I don't think Keyshawn picked him and said, "Yes, I'm about to just hurry up and beat this guy because this, that, and third." I think Keyshawn picked him first of all because he in fake competition with Shakur.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. I really think
that he in competition with Shakur on
Keyshawn,
the low.
Keyshawn alluded to in another interview. He didn't say it in so many words, but people kind of figured it out. They put 2 and 2 together. He said before De Los Santos even came in the picture, he said I offered another. He said what did he say? He was talking about,
he said a Mexican person.
It was Kid Austin. He was like,
Nah, he didn't say that.
He said I heard somebody say Mexican.
He said a Mexican person. He was really talking about Pitbull. He said that person was talking about $8 million. And he said, but
is that who it was?
He said it was 2 Mexicans, but he said the one Mexican that he really want to fight, and he been saying his name a lot, was Pitbull lately. He always say Pitbull.
Bro, Pitbull is gonna decapitate this kid, but
I don't know about that. We only really
Pitbull decapitate Keyshawn.
I don't know about that. I seen him lose to Ryo, man. Ryo, I don't give Ryo no credit of nothing. I don't think Ryo is a good fighter. He's like a C-level fighter. He's a D level.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm just but as far as the 8 million, that would have been, or 7, whatever you're saying. If it was that high, I wouldn't be surprised that it was Pitbull.
Yeah, it was Pitbull because he been said he wanted to fight Pitbull. He said that'd be an action.
Yeah, but we don't know that for a fact. We just know that it's a $7 million offer from somebody wanting that, and the only guy that could.
Hey, I got.
It's only one Mexican that's in the 140 and 135 weight class.
Well, that could command that money.
Hey, hold on, yo. Before I forget, what did you think? Because they had offered them a fight and it didn't happen. It's, I don't know, with the money or whatever. HOD was trying to tell me about it, but I would have really liked to see Kid Austin and Abdullah Mason, but I think Abdullah Mason would have beat him.
Oh, you talking about that? I don't know. I think that.
Oh, they took a 5-year contract offer from Oscar De La Hoya is what ended up happening. There was a 1-fight deal to fight Abdullah Mason for $1 million, and then Oscar offered them 5 years, get $5 million.
That's the most dumbest shit ever.
Who did you put on that fight? HOD. I would have had Mason.
Against Kid Austin. No, I got Kid Austin. He's got more experience.
Hey, look, y'all might think I'm crazy. Like a lot of people think Abdullah Mason. I kind of think that'll be a good fight. I think Kid Austin probably will edge it out.
I think Kid Austin, because the experience matters, bro. The experience matters.
Yo, switching from Orthodox to Southpaw is important, bro.
Then we gotta really see how this fight is coming up with Floyd Schofield
and Farmer.
I think it might turn out Tevin Farmer might end up winning. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
But if he sparks him,
that's a risky fight right there for Kid.
But if if Kid Austin sparks him,
man, that's a risky fight.
It is. But there you go.
Fight.
So I think that they took the right deal. You take long-term security over short money because I mean, how many of these guys are making $1 million per fight? Not many at all, and they got $5 million.
People sleep on Tevin Farmer too, bro.
But he's also getting older. He's had a couple of good hard work, fights with Cepeda. So I know, hey, that's a Cepeda and Shakur fight. That's one. That's gonna say a lot.
Hey, Rich, did you see this? Did y'all see this when he said this over here? I found this I think he's you know what Tevin Farmer's going through? He's going through a HOD. You should know what I'm talking about. Like when a fighter gets older and one of these young kids call him out, it's sort of
before you play this, please. You play this.
Yeah.
Mill City. I was with it was Mill City. We were talking to Kid Austin Sr.
Yeah.
Right before this video. And bro, Kid Austin Sr. started making fun of his he's got advantage because he's got that cross side over there, and he can see punches that other he can see punches that nobody else can see coming. So he's got an advantage. So we're gonna have to try to get him in that blind spot.
I know, that's fucked up because I'll be getting on Tevin too with that.
And then after that, Mill City put that out there. Bro, Tevin Farmer then put this video out. He was pissed off.
That's why Tevin Farmer. Yeah, okay. So thanks for putting that in context because I was wondering. I'm like, because he looks mad in this video.
Bro, he was fucking mad.
And look, that's why he's wearing the glasses.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, yeah. So this is what he said right here. This is what he said.
I'm play it cool. Just train, see you at the fight type thing. I was never the type to get on Instagram and talk shit or Twitter or anything. But you Schofield boys done made it real personal because y'all just talking too much. And people sending me interviews of y'all talking shit that crazy. And then it's personal now. I feel bad. And bro, I ain't Renee. That pressure he put on you, you turning your back? Don't do that shit with me. I ain't none of these niggas you used to. I'm a different type of animal. I'm from Philly. I'm a different animal, my boy.
That don't mean shit.
Yeah, that Philly shit doesn't sound too.
That don't mean shit. Look at Puss in Boots, bro.
But look, I'll say this about Farmer though. Other than the rematch he had with Cepeda, which he clearly lost that one. But the first fight and his other losses, a lot of them were so close. I feel bad for Tevin because you could have actually argued with a lot of those losses that he.
I thought he lost both of them, but he put out a good performance in that first one with Cepeda.
He got a good style, HOD. Like he's fast.
No, I like him, bro. I like, and he's a good dude, man. And he's a good dude. He just, I think, you see what happens having a lot of these fighters, bro. They stay in these weight drain divisions for way too long. And they should have moved up. Look, for an example, Tiger Johnson. When he was on the scene when he came out, I'm like, yo, this guy's gonna be a. But then he plateaued, bro, and they're like, bro, this guy's a bust. Tiger Johnson is a bust. And guess what? They moved up to 147 in that last fight, bro, and I seen a different motherfucker. Mm-hmm. This dude is he looks like he got energy, he's got explosiveness, he's just a different animal now, Tiger Johnson. And if he fights,
it's Tiger. Whatever happened to this dude? This dude right here. The
praying
H2O.
For this moment, praying for this opportunity, just shocked the world and has knocked out H2O Silv cold.
What happened to him?
He's waiting for his prince to come kiss him to wake him up.
Knockout, bro. That's that type of knockout that you rethink if you should be doing boxing or not. You be like, I don't know if I should do this shit no more, bro. That shit was bad.
Yeah, man, but
bad, bro.
But I'm excited for this weekend's card, bro. I am. It's a good card, bro.
It is. And Keyshawn's brothers. Hey, I'll tell you. Okay, one thing you got to say about this HOD. His brothers, though, they do make the press conferences like, you know what I mean. They make
I actually didn't care to hear it, bro. I was hearing that.
So look, the guy that's fighting Keyshawn's brother is the guy that he went the distance with. Keyshawn's only got one loss. What's his name? Nair. What's his name? Nair something.
From Philly,
yeah. He's from Philly. So he went the distance with Keyshawn and lost, right? So his brother started going off, and his brother was like, well, you lost every round against Keyshawn, right? And he's like, yeah, but I went the distance with your brother. So what does that tell you? That tells you that I'm on his level and everything. And then, they started like, but they make I think look, I like it when the press conference is real. Like the one thing I'll say about the T.O. and Devin, I think the promotion will be a lot better than the actual fight. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what would happen. It'll be a circus, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to. Hey, Rich, to be honest with you, bro, on the point of T.O. and Devin, I know people might call me a hypocrite, but it's not. Look, bro, I really wanted to see T.O. fight Boots. I don't, at this point, I don't want to see Devin Haney, period.
It ain't going to happen. T.O. pulled out totally.
Yeah, y'all could call me a hater or whatever. I don't want to see. I don't want to waste my time, bro.
I would like to see Boots beat T.O. too, but the thing about it is, I want to see them guys fight. Like I'm not.
I don't see no reason why Boots didn't take that. Like if you could give me a logical reason, I'll take it. But there's no logical reason why he didn't.
I mean,
you cannot come up with one, Rich. You cannot come up with a logical reason, bro.
You don't see it, but I see it. I still think that if Brian Norman Jr. once he done that fight, he want that smoke with him. He want that belt.
I told you,
and you keep Boots and Bozy. I guess you got some inside source or whatever. So you saying that he going to 154? That he not even gonna try to challenge them? I don't believe that. I just want to see them fight, man. That's
outside of what I'm saying, just by looking at that video, do you think this kid is gonna want to drop like 60 pounds to make 147? He's building up for 154, man.
I mean, that's what you say,
bro. You could see it, my man.
Like I said,
if you're gonna be fighting at 147, and with this crowd, you're still trying to stay at that weight level so that you don't have a drastic cut. You don't go bulking up to 190 and shit. I'm just telling you, that's how boxing is. If you're trying to stay at a weight class because you're not trying to do a fat cap for a weight cut, bro. You don't want to do that.
We're gonna see after that Brian Norman Jr. fight. We're gonna see
after the Brian Norman Jr. I hope Tia, what he does is then he petitions to cut Boots' legs off for any chance of any Norman Jr. and then fight Norman Jr. That's what I hope Teal does.
So what does Devin do now? Who does he fight now?
Bro, he's fucked because Teal ain't gonna give him a damn thing.
Nah, this why I think what's gonna happen, right? I might be wrong. I really think they're gonna try to go at Shakur. I think if Shakur get past Cepeda, I really think that'd be a good fight, a catch weight. I think Shakur gonna take it.
Do you know what I think's gonna happen?
A catch weight with who?
And the reason why I think that could happen, that could really happen, because of Turkey.
I'm gonna call it now. That's actually it's either that. I agree because of Turkey, but you know who else I think Devin's gonna fight next? And I'm telling you right now because the guy already said that he's interested. And the one thing I'll say about Devin, I've said it before. The one thing I've said it before is Devin won't duck you as far as signing the fight goes. He won't duck you, but once he gets in the ring, but I think he might actually end up fighting Richardson Hitchens, bro.
No, I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening.
He go another fight. That's because he cool with Eddie Hearn.
Devin going to BLK Prime, bro. He's gonna have to ask his godfather for a fight.
He cool with Eddie Hearn and him. He could still Conor Ben away.
Bro, Devin ain't fighting no Conor, bro.
Hey, you know what?
He could still Conor Ben away.
Hey, he's not a top 10 hit list. If Devin Haney does not fight any one of those guys on that top and that hit list, next.
Hey, where was that hit list? You got a copy of that hit list?
Here, let me get it. Let me get it for you.
Let me laugh real quick.
Hey, it could be. Hey, look, it could be Conor Ben. All I know is I don't think Devin Haney ain't gonna fight a no-name person. He got to fight. So if you saying he ain't, so who he gonna fight then? If he don't fight nobody, who you gonna fight?
It's gotta be.
He doesn't have any choices. That's why they were begging to fight Tio.
Nah, he's right though. He's right though. Ho, it's gotta be a name because at this point, it's gotta be a name, bro.
Hey, look, but you know one thing about Bill Haney. Bill Haney know how to put Devin in a fight that he could make money and that he could look good on. He could get a name, but he could still get a good. You know what I'm saying? So I think
like, look, he might outbox Richardson Hitchens. He might.
No. That might be the boring
fight
in the world.
You know what? The last time I said something nice about Devin, he fought Jose Ramirez.
Man, nobody ain't gonna check for that fight. It ain't gonna be nothing that's gonna make.
That shit is ASMR.
Devin ain't fighting anybody, bro.
That shit is ASMR all night.
I think he gonna fight. Conor Ben will be a good fight,
bro. Devin ain't that type of dog, man. Are you delusional?
So basically, you said we don't need to talk about Devin Haney then. So he retiring then. That's what you basically saying. He retired.
Bro, he's gonna retire, bro.
All right, so we don't need to talk about him then. He's retiring in your ass. He's gonna retire.
All I know is he ain't fighting nobody on this hit list that they put out, bro. All that capping.
So who he gonna fight? So who he gonna fight?
But maybe do a rematch with Ramirez.
Come on, man. Who he gonna fight?
Maybe we get Cambosos Haney 3.
Cambosos 3.
Cambosos.
Cambosos. This how you know Tio fucked up. Everybody living their name off of Cambosos, bum ass. Oh man.
No, that means that's how badass Tio is.
Everybody.
Yo, Devin versus Adrian Broner. Watch.
That's another good fight. That's another good
fight.
Mark my words.
Hey, yo, this man just said that's a good fight, bro. You are embarrassing when you say that, bro.
No. See, I said that, and I know how to admit to something I said wrong. I don't mean that's a good fight. I mean that's a fight that I can see Bill Haney and them making. That's gonna generate money, and that's gonna make Devin Haney. That's gonna make Devin Haney look like he did something.
Yeah,
that's how they move.
You gotta admit, HOD. You know what Bill will do, right? Too with the Adrian Broner fight, people. Because the first thing people are gonna do is be like, "Come on, man, you gonna fight Adrian Broner? He's all out of shape and all, out of his prime." And Bill gonna bring up the whole Devin versus Tank sparring. You said he knocked out. You jumped in the ring with the money and everything, and they're gonna make it. I'm telling you, it's gotta be something like that. HOD. Who else is he gonna fight?
At the end of the day, he gonna.
That's fight. Embarrassing, bro.
It is.
Show the list. Show the list.
Yeah.
I already sent it to you.
Okay.
And then at the end of the day, who's Tio gonna fight?
Tio could go up to 147. Tio could fight any of the unifications. He could fight Richard Hitchinson next.
So what makes you think Devin can't do the same thing he fucking
Because Devin Haney wanted to fight Tio at 145, but he can't come down to 140. And nobody's gonna do that. No champion is gonna go doing any of that catchweight BS bullshit. Tell Devin Haney to fight a fucking 147. Stop being a bitch with this 145 shit.
Hey, Rich, here we go. Rich, hold on. Devin Haney versus everybody. Number 1, Teofimo. Number 2, Shakur. Number 3, Tank Davis. Number 4, Jarian his boots. Number 5, Brian Norman Jr. 6, Barrio. 7, Keyshawn Davis. Rolly Romero. Conor Ben. Ryan Garcia. Come on, bro. All these guys on this damn list will beat him, bro.
All right, and this what I'm saying.
Even Keyshawn Davis, bro. I'll throw that in.
You know what, Barrios? I think Barrios might beat Devin. Devin might beat Barrios. He might beat Barrios.
Bro, Barrios beat Ugas. You forget how he whooped on Ugas.
Wait. So now Keyshawn beats Devin, huh? Yeah.
I just told you that.
Yeah.
Hey, so this what I'm saying, right? I'm not going.
Devin ain't good.
I'm not going to try to debate who's going to win these fights. I'm saying that he's going to fight somebody. And who I see him fighting on this list, I see him going after Mario Barrios, and I see him going after Conor Ben. I see him going after them two.
Yo,
I'm laughing at Rich because he dead ass right.
He's dead ass serious, bro.
No, and we agree. It's kind of crazy because you look at the list and you're like, other than Tio because of the whole Tio thing, but you look at it and you're like, nah, well, the Shakur thing, I don't think the Shakur is worth anything at this point.
Barrios will put a beating on Devin Haney, bro.
You think so?
If Shakur beats Cepeda, they gonna try to probably do some shit. Turkey probably gonna try. If shit don't work out, Turkey probably try to bring Shakur up there to fight Devin. He probably do some shit like that. And then Shakur might be like, nah, that's too big. Or Shakur might take it. You never know.
No,
you know
man, Turkey's not interested in Devin Haney like that, bro. He's not.
Man, it don't seem like it.
Hey, HOD, you know what though? You're right, because Richardson Hitchens isn't even on this list.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Richardson Hitchens came out and was like, he was like, yo, look. He was like, yo, he said to T.O. and well, he mainly said it to Devin. He said T.O. get it too, but he was like, Devin, because he's got something against Devin. So he was like, yo, if you don't fight T.O. once I'm done with Kambosos, I'll fight you, Devin. And I actually think that is like an ASMR fight, bro. That is just sleepiness all day, bro.
Devin's career is on life support right now, man.
At the end of the day, Devin gonna try to fight one of them. He ain't gonna sit back and be broke.
He ain't fighting nobody on that list. I know he ain't fighting nobody on that list.
So who he gonna fight?
Yeah, maybe like you said, crackhead Adrian Broner.
Yeah, he might get him out the way and get paid for it.
Or who I think that he should fight, but he won't because he probably get knocked out anyway. I wouldn't mind Blair the Flair.
What?
No, Blair Cobbs. You know what? Yo, I think Blair Cobbs, like Rolly, is good for boxing promotional wise. We need that shit.
No, he's a good, but I think, that's
a good fight, him and Blair Cobbs, but he gonna beat the shit out of Blair Cobbs.
You know what's a good fight? Blair Cobbs versus Conor Benn.
That'd be a good promotional fight.
Blair Cobbs and Conor Benn.
I think with Devin Haney knowing Eddie Hearn and Turkey and them all, they all friendly. I think he could fight Conor Benn. That fight could happen. I think that fight would be closer than a lot of people think. I think he got a potential chance of winning.
Hey, look, man. Hey, yo, I gotta get something to eat, bro. HOD battery died. Yeah, I was about to shut it down anyway, man. Hey, Rich, bro. Hey, Rich. Yeah. Thanks for coming on, bro.
All right.
Hey, anytime you're welcome, brother. All right, anytime.
I'm about to follow his channel right now, man.
All right, I appreciate you, man.
All right, bro.
All right, take it easy. Everybody, y'all thanks for coming on, HOD, like always, bro. Look, man, y'all catch the fights this weekend. I'm going for Keyshawn. I like Keyshawn. And as far as Abdullah Mason goes, yeah, he might be a little bit. Look, I don't think this whole he too young shit. Look, man, y'all around when you enter boxing, bro, that age shit don't mean nothing to me. I don't think Keyshawn did anything wrong. And I say let them all fight, bro. I don't want this whole allegiance, we're all brothers shit. I just don't think it's good for boxing for anybody. I didn't like it when T.O. did it with Rolly. I didn't like it either. Coming up, they're moving away from let's be like Floyd. Because we had this whole generation. Everyone wants that. You can't be like Floyd. There's only one Floyd, bro. But these new kids, bro, they got their own identities. The 135 division, bro, as far as like Kid Austin and all these other guys, bro, I think I like the way the 135 division is looking. But anyway, bro, I'm gonna tune in this Saturday and catch that fight card. Y'all take it easy. It's Ghost. I'm out.